Hello, folks. We're back, and we're back with Excalibur 1981, the John Boorman adventure into the King Arthurian legend. And tonight we get to the meaty stuff. Tonight we're going to have, King Arthur is a little blind to some things. Guinevere's a little bit naughty. Lancelot is also naughty, but he also has emotional issues. What else is happening? Oh, Percival looks like a fairly good guy, but nobody wants to give him a chance. It's going to be a fun night. But in any case, I'm going to introduce our panel here. And this gentleman here happens to be Gawain, the Hooded Man. Hello, sir. And he's muted. I hear a little bit of noise floor now. Colin, go ahead. Do you read me?
Oh, sorry. I was off. Then I was off, and then I was back in again.
You
hear me now?
Present. Yes.
Okay.
Do you hear me?
Yes. The question is. I hear you. Fantastic. The question is: am I Michael Praed or am I Jason Connery?
Well, that's something we're going to talk about afterwards. I think in the green room, because Liza and I do have some questions. We've been watching this series. There's some really good moments. There's some times where I'm wondering what's going on, but overall, yeah, it's better than anything today. And I do like the music of Clannad, although sometimes they get a little weird, but it's still fun. Anyway, let me bring the aforementioned Liza forward. Hello, lady.
Hello.
Yes, I think you could come up a little bit higher in level.
Oh, how about now?
That's much right? Better. There we go.
Okay, perfect.
All right. Any,
I have a bone to pick with Colin.
Okay.
Colin. I started getting into Robin Hood.
Robin of Sherwood.
What was the show called? Robin of Sherwood. And then they started, I don't know, doing some shenanigans with the story, and I got confused. And then they changed the character, the main character. They just switched out the actor. I was so frustrated. I'm yelling into the sky like Kirk, Con, except it was Colin. Why, Colin? Oh man, it was entertaining for a while, and then I got frustrated.
I think it still is entertaining.
Colin. We lost Colin.
Sorry about that. No, I'm here.
Still thinking. He's thinking, He's trying to remember what he wrote when he wrote Robin of Sherwood.
Hold on. Let me try a couple of things. It's just the computer's being a bit slow again, maybe. Hold on a sec.
No.
Yeah, I think he is hearing things at a delay. But anyway, let's add to the confusion here. We got another panelist, and I think this is the one he wants me to play. Oh?
Wait, we got Colin back.
I don't know. I think he's at a delay again.
Yeah, my piece. I just really. This is crazy.
Yeah, I remember you were a little behind in the Brown stuff too, because when we were listening before the show.
Oh no, that's
slide behind.
Yeah, that's. I think that's because I was. Yeah, that's because I was watching on and another window. Hold on, let me come out and come back in again. That might solve the problem.
All righty.
But
in the meantime, let's add to the.
What the hell are we supposed to use, man? Harsh language?
I'd like to keep this handy for close encounters.
I heard that.
And of course, it's got to be a pink dragon. There we go. You have police officers where you're at, I think.
No, that was just the DVD player spinning up. And Singe is not pink. He may have pinkish fringes off his face, but he's green
I'm just saying the whole
on an orange background.
Pinkish. Okay, orange, whatever it looks.
Anyway, good evening, folks. How are you doing?
I don't know. We're gonna find out as we go. Hey, Flavius X.
Hello.
X Flavius X. We do need to commemorate X Flavius X being here. Where we got that video?
What about you? Do you find it visible? When I say the name, Dickus.
Oh my god.
I've been in meetings like that. And you got to hold it back. You got to hold it in.
Yeah, you do.
Well, anyway, we are going to, I think, mention this now because it related to all this. You're probably wondering, what's this Robin stuff you're talking about? For those of you from the States that never saw it, there was a British TV series called Robin of Sherwood, and Colin turned us on to it, and we've been watching it. We've been through the first 2 seasons, and at the end of season 2, they did a little bit of a surprising thing, and
well, they did
season 3, the beginning
things.
So far is a little bit rough for us, but overall, I mean, it's better than watching just about most other things in existence. But
yeah, for sure.
But it was a bit of a. I don't want to spoil it. Can you spoil something that's like over 40 years old? But I don't know. We don't want to spoil it for anybody.
It
but
would
it's
be fun to bring some of the episodes here onto Earworms.
Yeah.
But we should discuss it with Colin.
Yeah, we might do it a handful at a time so that it's not just, one episode per week sort of thing, but we might be able to talk about it. But also we got to see what our chat thinks. So if you're in the chat, are you down with the Robin of Sherwood or not? If you don't know, it is interesting. You can find it through those sources, shall we say. It is findable.
It's not on Tubi or anything?
I don't know, actually. We could find out.
Oh,
is it on Tubi or not Tubi?
Yes. Okay. Wait.
What? I thought I put...
Okay, we got him back.
Right.
There we go.
That better?
That's much better.
Yes.
Oh, good. Okay.
I can hear you, so I'm guessing it's better.
I was trying to find which StreamYard I was in, and
fortunately, you were
studios.
You're responding to us like you're hearing us soon after we speak. That's the important thing.
Yes.
Tubi.tv, right? Is their domain name, or is it just okay?
I'm not sure. I
seem to be here, so I'm going to do a search real quick, and we'll find out if Tubi has Robin of Sherwood.
We're debating, Colin, as to whether to bring 1 or 2 episodes.
Yes.
Robin of Sherwood on Tubi.
I see its logo.
Earworms.
And yep, it's right here. It's on Tubi.
Haha.
That's convenient.
Yes.
Well, there's one of the things. I mean, did you notice? So I was over that. Did you notice something about Robin's about this particular series connecting it to Arthurian mythology?
Well, good news for the UK folks. Flavius X, there's with the availability. You can find it on ITVX.
Excellent.
I found some of its plot points hard to follow, Colin. But
yeah, I mean, but I mean, a lot of it is because a lot of it is it's very much the 1980s. B,
yes.
it has, unlike most Robin Hoods are basically pretty standard. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no magic, no.
Yeah, exactly. Medieval romp.
Yeah.
Whereas Robin Hood Sherwood brings in a mystic. So that thing is, Robin's sword is one of the 7 swords of Wayland, and if I remember right from the series, a long time since I've seen it.
Yeah, Albion.
Another one of those series. Yeah, Albion. Another one of those swords was Excalibur. I think.
So they're making a connection. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that.
No, I dig the mysticism, and I dig the light occult and dark occult thing going on in it. We're not quite sure what Herne is. Is Herne a deity?
Yeah, Herne is a. I mean, it's old because despite the fact that by this time any time Robin Hood was set, England, Britain, Europe was quite thoroughly Christianized.
Yeah,
you still got all the sort of some of the pagan elements that you've got in all the good Arthurian legend ones.
Yeah,
but I think that one of the 7 swords of Wayland, one of those I think was supposed to have been Excalibur. So Robin's sword is made by the same smith that made Excalibur, I think. Herne is a forest spirit of sorts. He's the horned man, green man figure.
Yeah. Oh,
yep.
I thought he was like I thought they were trying to connect Arthurian stuff in that Herne was like a Merlin type character, but then I kept watching. Like, no, this isn't quite Merlin.
Yeah, he's very deity-like because he seems to be in the other world, so to speak.
I didn't know the sword was what referenced, the Arthurian stuff in it.
I think it is. I'd have to rewatch it again to remind myself. But there was one of the interesting, given one of the films that Bruce mentioned today, was a Robin Hood movie, and they say because I've got the DVD, so I've got the commentaries. Richard Carpenter, the creator, says on one of the commentaries, he says he comes up with this idea, and he comes up with the idea of Nazir, who is the bad guy's trying to finish first. Given that he's in the credit titles, he starts off as he's originally supposed to be a one-off character in the first episode. He's a Saracen, and he's the bad guy's henchman. And at the end of the time, he actually joins the Merry Men. But minor spoiler, but I think for 40-year-old series. Excuse me. But as Richard Carpenter says in the commentary, there's never been any of this before. This is Richard Carpenter comes up with this idea, and all his reading, he'd never come across all the Marys have been English. All the Merry Men have been English. But he comes up with this idea of the Saracen Nasir. And then Kevin Costner comes along, and all of a sudden,
Morgan Freeman.
There's Morgan Freeman as Sub-Saharan African, but that's not mentioned at the time, of course. Okay, interesting. There's another Saracen character. Wonder where they got pure coincidence. I'm sure that Robin Hood Sherwood had the first ever character, and all of a sudden that comes along.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's an interesting show, and so we are toying with the idea. I mean, of doing it in some form, and so it's up to the audience. We do have a thank you to hand out here to Baron AWK. Thank you for the super chat. I believe that's a super chat of a thumbs up. And I asked the follow-up question, is that a vote up for Robin of Sherwood? Glad to donate to you. Also, Colin, get your internet sorted. Well, no, that's from Baron AWK, not me, Colin.
No, I know.
But
Alex, you know what my internet is like.
Oh, that's right. Baron AWK. That's Alex.
Yeah, it's Alex. Yeah.
And you guys will be
Mr.
joining
Brown.
Liza next Tuesday the 9th. So we'll be sure to announce it again, but you get to hear Alex from FFSI and Colin and the book they're working on. And as well as anything they want to talk about in their creative endeavors.
Yeah,
But,
I will be touching base with you guys. I'm sorry that I've been slow to do that,
okay.
catching up with some video work.
That's okay.
But
yeah.
we shall be prepared for Tuesday.
That'll make a change.
Be
Fine for me.
prepared.
Yes.
That'll make a change for me. I'm never prepared for anything.
Well, I got the screen arrangement up without the slides. So let's see. Let's get the first set of slides here because we're doing Excalibur tonight. So we might as well do that. We're getting into the meat of the story. And so where we left off last time.
I have a question on this.
Sure.
How do they know it's Sir Lancelot?
Well, because the guy yells it out.
Yeah, but how does he know it's Sir Lancelot? Because this is a world where there is no TV, there are no phones, no nothing.
That's true.
The closest thing you're going to have is a painting. How does everybody know what Sir Lancelot looks like?
Because he's the only one who wears armor that shiny.
Well, other than the other knights of the round
exactly.
table.
But in which case they need to have a description of what they should be doing if they've done this. Sorry, I'm about to use the word right. They should be able to tell it's Sir Lancelot because he should be wearing a surcoat with his coat of arms on it.
Yeah.
In which case, that's exactly what they're designed for. That's exactly what those coats of arms and the rest are for.
Exactly.
Well, it's kind of misty here, so maybe he does have something.
No. None of them do, because otherwise it would be nice and bright and shiny.
An ID badge or something.
Yeah.
That's what a tabard is.
Damn, I've got on here.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he told a kid who was outside of the town to go in and announce him. And so the kid goes running through the town. You know, he paid him what? How much does it cost for that? Is it
a copper?
A copper? Okay. Did they call them coppers then?
Probably.
Yeah, copper piece.
Yeah,
okay.
or something similar, I suspect.
Because I know you guys used to have like crowns and farthings and all sorts of
different until
names.
1971 when we went decimal.
Yeah.
Which is why to the British, LSD is not just a drug. Or to the older British, and my generation older, LSD is not just a drug.
Oh, wow. It was a currency?
LSD was pounds, shillings and pence. You look on your keyboard.
Oh, PL. Okay, yeah.
Shift
pounds.
key.
Yeah.
No, if on mine, it's the shift for number 3 on the keyboard. I'm not sure what it might be on an American keyboard, but
shift 3 for us is the hashtag.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. Well, it's
which used to be called a number sign.
Or a
And
pound
at some
sign.
point a pound.
Yeah,
and it's like it's not a pound, it's a goddamn number sign.
No, that is a pound, right? That is the abbreviation for pound sterling. It still is.
Mm-hmm.
So if you put, it's a shame I can't put this in chat, but if you put pounds, shillings, and pence from the Latin denarii, you get pound, shillings, and pence. To me, that's pound, shillings, and pence.
LSD.
To anybody it doesn't, it's LSD. And it's often put, it's LSD, but yeah, it literally that's what's the saying? That's what a pound sign. That's what a pound sign is. Come on, then let's put on.
You got a tip from Flav.
Yeah, I think Colin was at Berkeley just like Spock.
On our keyboards, holding down shift and hitting 3, 4, 5 gets you the hashtag, the $sign, and the percentage sign.
Oh, right.
Thank you, Flav.
Yes, thank you,
Yeah,
Flav. I'm going to check that out now to read
Because
it off.
the $sign for me is shift 4.
Yeah, same here. I thought that's what. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. You just typed S and D. I thought those were like.
I think
characters.
one of these weeks
no,
we're going to
that's literally
compare
S&D.
our keyboards. American English and UK English keyboards. Let's
The difference
discuss.
being, I would pronounce that Barclay, but then again, I'm English, which is why which is why for me Windsor is in a county of Berkshire, not Berkshire.
Well, Flav has actually donated mead for my merry man
Ooh.
and his Marion.
Oh, me, yes,
Aw.
yes.
Yeah, I guess in the future that's how we'll discuss things, because Liza and I tend to have some interesting views now and then. So maybe we call ourselves, Robert Hoodlums or Robin Hoodlums.
What do you think? So many medieval people like the channel Midnight's Edge After Dark.
I don't know.
Work out what the initials are.
Midnight's
Edge After
Mead.
Dark. Correct.
Oh, right. Well,
Mead.
Liza does make mead.
Oh yes.
Oh, I haven't done mead in years.
And actually, she's going to be preparing some right
elderberry,
about now, so it's ready
yes.
for the fall.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
a
Do you
melon.
guys follow Honeyworks on YouTube?
No, I don't. I'm not familiar with them at all.
Sounds mead related.
Yeah, he makes his own mead. He made one recently using lotus flowers and butterfly pea, PEA, and some dandelion flowers. It came out purple.
Wow.
Interesting.
I'll have to suggest
Pretty.
that. I'll have to suggest that to Cole Benjamin because that sounds like sort of colour for Lotus Eaters mead.
Oh,
Well, Lotus Eaters is his company.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
my
I've heard of it.
elderberry
Oh,
mead
look at
is purple. We're growing elderberries right now. They're flowering. We'll harvest some fresh ones soon and cook them up. But Lawrence also bought some dry
will it be as
elderberry
good as the
supplements.
Dowager Lady Ursula's homemade gooseberry wine?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Sorry,
the
his channel is
Dowager
actually
ladies.
called Golden Hive Mead. That's the name of his channel.
Nice. I will check that out. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sorry.
we got one slide in, and we're already doing everything
Good
else.
start.
Oh yeah. Oh, later I do get a horn call, but here we only get this one as a slide. But there we go. An interesting horn. I like that.
Yeah.
One thing is in Robin. Here we go back to Robin of Sherwood. There was one episode where they
It's a
had
sticky show.
Prince John.
Yeah.
The kind of like spoiled prince guy, who was really nasty. He was even nasty to what's his name, Guy. But when he came in, the horn player looked like he couldn't play it. And I assume it was intentional, but it was just like I don't know. At least this guy here, played it right. That's all the further we're going with that. I shouldn't even have mentioned it, but anyway.
Very interesting, Flav.
Oh, what's that?
Flav says the term honeymoon is in legend related to mead, as the father of the bride provided a month's moon worth of mead to the new couple as part of the bridal gift. Cool beans.
Yes, it helps a transition from single life into marriage to have a bit of a drink.
I'm
I'm just
gonna throw
kidding.
something here. You're lucky you're in a different room.
Saying your wife drives you to drink, huh, Lawrence?
No, it might be the husband that drives her to drink.
But it
No, I just
depends
make
who's
the
the designated
mead. I
driver.
just make it. I do drink it, but on occasion, save
No,
it for
no.
special.
I wasn't
occasions.
talking from personal experience.
Sure. Backpedaling now.
Well,
Okay.
Lawrence is, remember, Lawrence has vision problems, so of course Liza has to drive him down to the pub. That's what he meant when he said drives him to drink.
Send
I'm
the
sure it was.
kitty in, Liza. Yes, I shall. Rondo will annoy him to death. It does not mean a thing.
Yes, Londo.
Yeah.
Like those things that
I haven't been showing the
Nibble to
Londo
sharks. What do you
t-shirts,
call
but
them?
we should make some headway before I even
Cats.
show any t-shirts again. Let's see. So yeah, Lancelot is arriving.
And Leo De Grantz recognizes him. Lancelot, welcome.
Played by...
You're not going to keep on about this, are you?
Well, I mean, Leo De Grantz, after all, is played by...
Captain
Stewart,
Johnny Halleck of the Starship Enterprise.
Well, we might as well mention it. Get a few more correct statements in to counterbalance the incorrect ones from last
Captain
week.
Picard. There he is.
Yes,
This is
there
a
he
great day. Everything's prepared. We leave at dawn. Guinevere, here is Arthur's greatest knight, come to escort you to the king.
You don't need to build him up for Guinevere there, Leo.
But she smiles at him, and he's
bomb.
smitten.
Yeah, it was an awkward moment, and
then her smile fades because he
Yeah.
doesn't smile back at her.
he can't. He's the one that shows a little bit of restraint at first,
Mm-hmm.
No,
and Leo De Grantz walks off, but
That's
Yes, Colin.
actually so that's it reminds me, that's an interesting shot because I don't know if you've come across it yet, but the first and certainly the major appearance of Lancelot is in a story called Lancelot, the Knight of the Cart. And the plot spins on basically on him even hesitating that it's below he's very, very basically he's hunting for a kidnapped Guinevere. And he's hunting around and he's walking and he hesitates for a second. Someone offers him a lift in a cart, which will get in there quicker. And it's below the dignity of a knight to ride in a cart. So he hesitates for a second before he jumps on. Because he tells her that he's hesitated for a second, she loses respect. It's a typical courtly Arthurian romance, but it's kind of an interesting thing there that you see her riding in a car, and Lancelot's first appearance is in a poem called The Knight of the Cart.
Wow.
Besides that, it has no relevance whatsoever, actually. Yeah.
Fatal hesitation, yes. That's the thing. I mean, if you're a Bill and Ted traveling back in time, you don't know any of these things. You could come across as like a bunch of scoundrels.
Well, that's a scene that was shot but was cut out of the film. That Lancelot ends up fighting some of those scoundrels when they try to attack Guinevere.
Bill and Ted?
No, this movie.
Oh, okay. No, yeah. So that's something they chose to remove was that scene, I guess. I don't know because, yeah, I mean, the tale does often tell of things like other tellings of the tale. They include some sort of Lancelot rescues Guinevere from robbers or kidnappers or something. But in this telling, they went a little different. Lancelot didn't even have to rescue her. She was already looking at him from the start.
Yeah, where's Queen Mab? Just stroking her hair.
By the way, notice what I was saying about Lancelot being the only one wearing shiny armor. Look at all the other knights. His is the only one that's polished up like that.
Yep.
Well, not later. I mean, after the wedding, everyone's shiny.
All right.
But I guess in this scene, they wanted to, I don't know. Yeah, there's efforts here to make this like very fairy tale, even though it's live action. You know that the polished armor thing is a bit overdone, but it does look cool. I mean, and every time they're on horseback, like talking to each other, they're in this knightly position. Arthur or Uther presents the sword like this, and it's like they're like, all right, move your arm a little left, move it a little right, getting you right in frame here. All right. They did a lot of that, but it's cool. It adds to the atmosphere. It makes it a little bit more Yeah, surreal. Very shiny, these scenes. I have to take off my glasses to see.
Yeah. Well,
So the girls.
I mean, they would have.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, knights would have had. I mean, they would have had their armor would have been quite shiny and clean. Not Louisa, which is because to sort of show off that it's showy, and they're showing off that they are. Sorry, they're showing off that they're big, they're powerful. It looks powerful. It looks intimidating. I mean, especially to sort of someone who's not in plate mail armor.
Well, maybe not someone who has really all black plate mail and they have chunks of brain still on it rather than it being clean. That might be intimidating too.
Off topic. Are we still in the age of Technicolor?
81? Yeah, there's still Technicolor.
I mean,
around.
this looks like a painting. I mean, you can't understate how beautiful this movie is.
And the flowers you see on the ground and on the trees, those are all natural. That was part of them blocking off the forests to keep that stuff from getting trampled down.
It's gorgeous. Oh, wow.
Well, we have some giggly women here. It looks like Lancelot gets the eyes of all the women. And then Guinevere sees an opportunity to say something to him. So she moves ahead and rides alongside him. I think we do have some lines of dialogue coming up here. I don't know for sure. They're giggling. They're giggling.
They want me to ask you if any of them could win your heart.
Oops.
I am a fighting man. I am sworn to the quest. But surely there must be some lady somewhere in the world who inspires you. There is one. Who is she? Oh, go on, tell me. You? Oh, you're teasing me. I will love you always. I will love you as you my queen and as the wife of my best friend. And while you live, I will love no other.
Ugh.
That was rough.
Yeah.
That was rough, yeah.
You're right. All of them shiny.
Now look here. That's he gives her kind of like a letdown, but at the same time he's saying, I will keep myself from any other woman for you.
Yeah.
It's like that is royal dickhead territory. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe in the medieval period it was all right. Maybe that's courtly love. I don't know, but
this whole thing of courtly love, as I if you pardon the pun, I love the way Dorsey Armstrong describes, or more precise, attribute to the description to one of her students when she was teaching courtly love. Just courtly love. Always one of my students calls it a complete waste of time.
Yes. Don't some authors describe it as the way that Lanier described how he loved Colin? It's a higher love.
Yeah, sometimes, yes.
A higher love.
Except
Winwood.
Except you guys were calling Lanier creepy for it, and
Lancelot's creepy. I may not have used the word yet,
creepy,
but I just called him a dickhead. All
right, fair enough.
Right.
I'm like, hang on a second here.
Yeah, I didn't say creepy yet, but I did say dickhead.
Yeah,
but
he shouldn't have said anything, man.
Sword's looking rather low.
Let's look up for Bayona. Was this 35 millimeter?
Yeah, that's what Bayona says.
I would imagine.
Oh, was it a statement or a question?
Bayona's asking.
I think it's a question, yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I'm dealing with slides here. Maybe someone could do a little.
Look how pretty that
Ask
is.
AI.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and there, most of the ladies you can see look good. apart from perhaps a little bit too much hair on display on one or two of them, would ignore Cherie Lunghi in the front, although very few people ever have done.
Mm-hmm.
But the ladies there look good for ladies of the court.
Yep.
And again, I'm not sure why all the knights are in shiny armor, but it's a film.
Yeah.
So Xplavius X was kind enough to answer. He said it was filmed in Ultra Panavision 70, which utilizes 65 millimeter negative film stock with standard perforations, which is then printed to 70 millimeter positive prints for theatrical projection.
Okay.
It's gorgeous with the analog haze just making everything shinier and the bright colors, the saturation. It's gorgeous. It's like a
this is probably from the Blu-ray that the Dutch has purchased using one of my links below.
Still hasn't arrived.
Yeah, but it definitely to me still felt like it was true to the original, but enhanced in the ways that you should for when you're doing that sort of thing, like doing a Blu-ray and a 4K version. I can't say what the 4K version is because this is 1080p, so it's obviously not the 4K
again,
version.
you're right, Liza. The whole thing has a feel about it which I would say is very very romantic in the French meaning of the word romance, story like romance rather than romantic. I give us a kiss, or well, no, it's not. The modern meaning of the word romantic has certain connotations to it. Relationship.
No, I know what you mean.
Sexual, not necessarily, not in any means dirty, but very particular relationship. Whereas romance is the Latin romance means the French romance means story.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was a kid, there wasn't this plethora of historical fiction that we've got now. Most of the historical fiction you found in the library was called historical romance. A lot of it was about women and by women, but it wasn't romance. It was historical fiction, but it was called historical romance, as in stories. So I say that sort of romantic, as in romantic poets, perhaps. If you go back a couple of hundred years, when you get the romantic poets with that sort of,
romantic composers and you're right.
Yeah, it has very much that meaning of sort of romantic feel about it, I think.
Yeah, I'm popping the links in the chat. The limited edition, Dutch did order it, and unfortunately, I mean, it has a great 4K version, but the Blu-ray in there is of the TV edition, so it's censored for TV and there's deleted scenes. But then it has like a poster and all sorts of other things. But the standard Blu-ray is like $7.99 US right now.
That's more than that now.
I was going to say
it's like $15 now. The price keeps going up because people keep buying them. It's not in print anymore. Is the problem?
Shoot! So we're contributing to the Excalibur Blu-ray hike.
Yep.
Yikes.
Yeah, I missed the opportunity to place my order when it was $7.99. I never finished the order, so when I did place the order, that one was gone, and I had to buy another one that was $14.99. So if you guys want to buy the Blu-ray of the theatrical movie, I would recommend you buy it before it goes any higher.
Well, these are Amazon links. So if you follow these links, but you select one from a different buyer or something like that, it still counts. There's a small commission that's paid to to my channel, and it helps us out, but it's the same price for you. So if you're interested in getting the movie, if you find the version you want on Amazon, if you follow those links, we get a couple pennies, but it helps because every little bit does.
If you're going to buy anything on Amazon, follow his link and then go to whatever you want.
Sorry.
Ooh,
that was the horn call for follow the links. Sorry.
Oh,
apparently it was.
Yeah, it was also the wrong one. I just saw this thing at the top. 01, we have a clip here. So here's a little bit. I mean, it is really beautiful. We can't play long clips, so here's a short one. But
Okay.
this wedding scene was very nice. Wow. So there we go. I like the chanting and everything.
Yeah, that did sound good, didn't it? The sound is good on
It sounded.
this.
That's certainly the type of sound you'd get from the medieval period. It's kind of like just medieval chant, this being kind of non-sacred, but they would take one syllable. Like if it's sanctus, they would go you know what I mean?
Sanctus. I'm trying to think. Which one that's got Sanctus in it? It's.
Well, I'm trying to remember.
I can't think of the-
Liza would know. She's composed a mass, so she knows.
No, it's there's one too as we're doing. It's got it's Te Deum, isn't it? Te Deum Dominus. Te Deum Confiteum. And then it's Sanctus, because you got the you're ringing a bell when you do it. I can't. Yes, but yeah. I mean, the thing is, what most of the medieval that I know is actually is that kind of hum is going to come like at the end, like Amen, something like that. But
because the purpose the purpose was to take these prayers that were in Latin and basically elevate them to another level by singing them. And so it's like infusing power into them one syllable at a time. And then it became an art form little by little of how you did those syllables. And it got more and more complex from there. But this is actually how it would have been, in the medieval period. And this does visually look more like it's later than when historically whoever inspired the Arthurian legends would have lived, but
well, at least 1,000 years.
But the music is staying true to the period being depicted.
The early medieval with the early organum, simple harmony stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Are they in a forest?
Yeah, I think they are. They're supposed to be, because I don't think he's. But this is something which I'm thinking is a bit odd. Again, this is looking a little bit pagan hand fasting to me, because they should be in a church or in a cathedral for this.
Well, I mean, the guy does say when he does the hand fasting, it does say
Camelot's
something
still
about
under construction, right?
Well, I think it's complete at this moment.
I'm actually not sure myself right away.
Because we do see Camelot coming up real soon, so I assume it is made at this moment. But they're wedding bells in the month of June. They're outside, in the forest doing this. It's pretty and stuff. And in fact, if any of you folks are thinking about getting married, this is the time of year to do it. All right. Well, anyway,
Guinevere's wedding dress is made up of hundreds of pearl-like beads, and in spite of multiple requests over the years by young girls who are getting married and wanted to borrow the dress, none of them have been allowed to.
Oh.
Well, they don't want anyone to mess it up. They know what happens on the wedding night. So anyway.
I wonder if any reproductions have been made.
I'd have to imagine so.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. But no, the costuming was really good. And
the music, everything. Yeah.
It also just felt like, even watching it now, it does seem somewhat timeless, even though, there was other, the recording, the sound, the audio does give you of this period, but somehow the content of it, I don't know what I'm saying, but it does seem timeless. But
They could use AI to mix it in stereo.
I don't know that it's needed. I kind of like it the way it is.
Well, the 4K does have the movie in surround sound stereo.
I wonder how they did that.
Remastering.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
it's
but how
basically
they separate-
positioning. You could position the mono, and then you take a mono, slightly delay it, and then you have like a stereo, and then you can take out of the things that sound more central, put them in the center where center speaker, and then you have your front left and right, and then your
But
rear
didn't you
left
say
and right are at another delay.
They recorded this in mono?
No, they recorded it in Dolby, but Boorman did not like how unbalanced it was, so he just said, "Screw it, we'll put it in mono."
Oh, that was a drastic.
Well, if they save the Dolby recordings at all, then they could access it later.
Then they could remix it, without having to, make AI stems,
Well, you could even do it without AI. I mean, there's times I've taken stereo things and made them surround. But
so
anyway,
the priest marries Arthur and Guinevere.
But this hand fasting here, he does say, and let
by the blood of
whoever
Jesus
God
Christ
has joined together, let no man tear asunder. And I remember the priest saying that at our wedding. But that was
it's another thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Question is, he should be looking straight at Lancelot at this point.
You listening there, Chief?
Yeah. He should have objected.
I don't remember him giving that chance. Is there anybody here that has reason why these two should not be married?
He doesn't even have these two say vows.
Yeah. And Merlin would have objected, remember? Merlin objected because he knew.
Yeah, you will be betrayed by a dear friend.
Shouldn't have gotten friendly. But anyway, Guinevere looks like that she wasn't really dedicated to begin with. I mean, of course, they don't give us the lead into their relationship, so we don't know. Other than Arthur, did kind of rescue her father and her.
Ooh, Morgana Le Fay there.
The so gorgeous Helen Mirren.
Yeah, she's there at the wedding. Weddings bring out all sorts of people.
And she and Nicol Williamson were initially reluctant to work with each other because they had been in a disastrous production of Macbeth, and they were not on speaking terms. And that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons that Boorman cast the two of them, because their natural animosity would be perfect.
Yeah.
But according to Mirren, she and Williamson wound up becoming very good friends during filming.
Oh well, that's
Good.
a happy ending.
Yeah.
Boorman bringing people together. So, are we doing these lines or?
Just think about. I mean, you do it, of course, that Gorman made an entire 2-hour movie for the explicit purpose of saying, "Look, you peasants, all of this is within a mile of where I live." It's the whole purpose of it. Is for Boorman saying, "Look, I live here. I don't have to try get them. I can see one better than I am from all these gorgeous locations. Aren't you jealous?"
He could have opened up a wedding service afterwards, like basically.
Yeah, actually, could have.
Part of his property could have been, hosting weddings and things like that, and probably would have done a good business doing it.
It's a gorgeous forest. Oh my god.
That's how you make your property work for you.
That's right.
Definitely.
And that's what the nobility needs to do, I guess, in the modern era.
Ah, gosh darn all these banana spiders, though.
Not there in Ireland.
No, I'm just saying our forest is hard to invite people over and hang out inside. It's
Oh yeah. Come, get married under the mosquitoes.
So it's the
No,
biggest
it's not
danger
so
there
much
in
a
with all these.
mosquito.
If
No,
you've got all these banana spiders, is the biggest problem slipping on all the peel.
Ha ha ha.
Oh, but Colin, if you see these spiders, you'd be like, "Oh my god!" What do you call the spiders from Lord of the Rings? Ungoliant. Oh my god, this is Ungoliant.
Shelob, I think, is the name.
The body of a banana spider is typically about 2 or 3 inches long.
Ungoliant is from the Silmarillion.
Silmarillion.
Ancient spider. Shelob is from
Shelob.
Lord of the Rings.
Shelob looks more like a wolf spider. Though.
She's a descendant of Ungoliant.
Yes. We live in. We might as well call our homestead Shelob's lair because there's so many. I mean, we have big spiders, the wolf spiders, and you see their little eyes at night. The banana spiders and the house spiders that are huge. Oh.
But no, mosquitoes were not a problem in this scene. They become a problem in a later scene. I'll bring it up when it happens.
Oh,
Okay.
yes.
Very good.
So they do have.
But in any case, I guess, are we doing the lines or are they not interesting enough to do?
There are a couple lines, not these first ones. She basically tells him, I was a little girl at Cornwall's castle, and he's like, "Oh, you have your father's eyes, but you're leaving your brother's wedding." She goes, "Because I'm a creature like you." And then he looks at her, and he's like, and then he starts quizzing her, and those are the good lines.
Yeah.
Oh, can we have those lines? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
See, because I am a creature like you. What is the stone that burns? Sulfur to mix with mercury. What is that root? And she goes over and she has to pick it up first.
Yep.
And then mandrake.
Yeah, the mandrake scream.
The essence of it can prolong the act of love. And if too much is taken, pain and death. That's it. Ooh, you do know something of the art. Do you have the sight? Do you see the future? Sometimes I dream of things that come to pass. Look now. What do you see? What will be? I see a castle of silver and gold. Up there. Oh, that clan is well known. You'll have to do better than that. Meanwhile, still getting married.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I was a little behind with the slides there, as usual. But it's looking good, man. If you got some columns, put some greenery around them, man. It looks good.
Shrubbery.
Yes.
And there's more wedding, and he's doing the hand jive, and then
this is where I have a problem with this line.
Yeah, it's a lonely way, the way of the necromancer.
Yeah, necromancer.
Yeah.
What the what?
Exactly.
Yeah, the necromancer is reserved for those who raise the dead, as indicated by the prefix necro,
or get their powers from the act of death.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, whatever. Death is involved, and Merlin does more than that. Maybe he got his specialization in necromancy.
Yeah.
But
If I were to call him anything, I would call him a dracomancer.
The dragon's breath.
Yeah, would be a good one. Yeah.
It's been just about the only power we've seen him
The Halatosian.
Yeah. Dracohalatosis.
Good one. I like it.
And then but the conversation continues.
To know too much.
What? Liza stopped us.
Wait. What? According to Google AI, it says a necromancer is a practitioner of necromancy, a type of magic involving the summoning of spirits or the reanimation of the dead. So maybe more of a spirit summoning.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
he
I
does
think
that
that's
with the
what.
dragon, right?
Yeah, I mean, between Dutch and I, we mentioned those. So yeah, that's the general thing. Is it has to do with the dead, pretty much.
He's
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't I certainly wouldn't think of, well, I wouldn't think of Merlin as a necromancer.
But he also talks about this
Right,
dragon
because
as the
historically
dragon
this
is
was-
the whole world.
Yeah.
Like everything is the dragon. We're living within the dragon. And so, I don't know. That's kind of like the Ouroboros thing. And, the eternal cycle of the serpent eating its own tail. That we're trapped
Yeah.
in this reality.
True, I
And
suppose.
so
Yeah.
thus trapped in the belly of the beast, the dragon. And that's where I was going with that, but I don't know.
Oh,
The necromancy thing, I think they just put it in there because these are people that I guess aren't as hardcore, and they just meant sorcerer and they said necromancer.
Well,
Yeah.
again, according to AI, the original term didn't specifically, although the word it's in necro, it's in there, but it referred to talking to the spirits or raising the dead, and the purpose of it mainly was to tell the future.
Yeah, okay.
According
Well,
to
That's AI. I don't trust that AI answer.
but
at
he's
all.
also dealing with this dragon's breath is where his power comes from. It's not like he's using dead.
If you're using
People or
necromancy
corpses.
if you're using necromancy in terms of talking with spirits, I would think you're talking to spirits of the dead,
Yes.
as
Mhm.
opposed to what Merlin does, which is the spirits of the living.
That's true. Isn't the dragon a living
Yeah,
spirit?
in this
it's a
it seems to be
spirit,
the
I
spirit
guess.
of the world. It is
Yeah.
everything around you is
Yeah.
the dragon.
Spiritus
Yeah.
Mundi.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
it's like
Genius
Maya.
Loci, spirit of the place. Yeah, like Gaia. Yeah. An early version of Gaia, perhaps.
Well, I said Maya, like that's the word used in Buddhism, I believe, for the
Is it?
illusion. The illusion around us, the world around us, is really
Oh,
an
what?
illusion called Maya.
Oh, I don't.
But
I
Gaia,
thought
Maya.
she was the alien Space on Space 1999 season 2, but we don't talk about Space 1999 season 2.
The
We might go back to space.
No,
There is only one
please
season,
don't.
Space 99.
Don't do it. Don't do
Oh, but that's
it.
season 2. Isn't it like some of the seasons went south?
Season 2 is when Fred Freiberger took over, and well,
Yeah, I guess we're not going to that in any event. All right. So anyway, Dutch, let's continue here before we all get too old to do this episode anymore.
Yes, to know too much. Lacrimae mundi, the tears of the world.
Correct.
But the power, the joy, moments, fading moments. I can ease your pain. Let me help you. Teach me. The days of our time are numbered. The one god comes to drive out the many gods. The spirits of wood and stream grow silent. That's the way of things. Yes. It's a time for men and their ways.
Yeah, and we see images around of this, but he does mention later in the cave, and I guess that's when I'll raise the point. But yeah, Merlin is not of this world. And yeah, the time of men where they give each other glances. But yeah, it is still saying that thing that this is the age of man, these old ways, the ways of sorcery and magic, they're going away. And same thing in Merlin 1998.
Yeah.
And of course, Tolkien kind of alludes to it a bit in The Lord of the Rings, like how the time of men is coming, where things get more mundane and boring, and we all just think about our 9-to-5 jobs. That's how I accepted it. Like as a kid, was like, man, I like these old ways better. They're more interesting. But no, there's no such thing, because if you live back in medieval time, it would not be all dragons and
no. I must admit, I would still rather. I would rather live in a time when I'm not going to die from getting a scratch. If you don't mind.
I want to live with sanitation.
Yes.
All right. So what's going on here?
Lancelot's riding through the woods, and some guy is crouching, watching him with a dagger held out in his hand. And
that's the thing.
Lancelot kicks his horse and gallops on.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you're so shiny, you attract everybody.
And decides to take a nap in his armor.
This tree is a couple hundred years old at least.
It's beautiful.
Maybe.
Look at this scene. Oh.
Yeah.
Every good dungeon master knows you don't let your player characters go to sleep in their armor.
Why not?
Because it's just something dungeon masters have always done for the history of Dungeons and Dragons, so they can finally get you in a night fight where you have no armor on and you're more vulnerable.
This is why you only ever wear leather armor.
Yeah,
because you can't sleep in leather. No, because it's very. I mean, you could rest in it, yeah, maybe, but I mean, drop off. You certainly wouldn't sleep in it. I mean, obviously, what he's doing there is setting a trap anyway, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. So the guy sneaks around Lancelot's left, comes up on him. He starts to reach out to take something off of him, and Lancelot just draws his sword. Run home to your mother, boy. And he runs off, and then looks back.
And he takes it out. Yeah, he takes it out on a rabbit.
Not quite takes it out on the rabbit. You do feel sorry for this rabbit. This is a pet rabbit, obviously. This guy tackles it. It's like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah. So we find out later this is Percival.
Yes, and by the way, that is a real rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, people do eat rabbits, too.
Yeah, I do. It's delicious.
It is.
They went down to the local Irish rabbit store. No, I mean, what? I forget.
In the woods.
I mean, our local butcher carries rabbit. So.
What do they call it?
Store.
They call it the meat.
Oh, I don't remember
it a different
what rabbit
name?
meat is called.
Oh, I guess maybe they just call it rabbit.
I've only ever seen it. The local grocery store sells, especially around Easter time, they sell young rabbit.
It's funny, in Lord of the Rings they called them conies.
That's a nickname for a rabbit.
That's another word for it.
Conejo is the Spanish word for the rabbit.
A brace of conies, in fact.
Yeah.
Conejo.
Which is 2 of them.
Well, 2 or more, I'd imagine.
No, I think a brace is only 2, but I could be wrong.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
With
I'm not British, so I don't know.
I could be wrong as well, but as I said, I think that a brace is only 2, specifically. But
Lancelot likes the smell of rabbit.
Yeah. Yeah, and Flavius is right. It's tasty, but it's a little sparse on the meat on the meat for all the bones. Eating rabbit is very akin to eating blue crab.
Oh,
it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work for not a lot of meat.
Yeah. I remember when you and I, Liza, ate at some place where we had it was something like that. It was like just slivers of meat that came out of these crab legs. It's like,
well, I mean,
this is a lot of work for
the way that my mom used to make rabbit and blue crab were similar in a stew, and oh my gosh,
it was like dental floss sized meat.
Delicious stews made with blue crab and with rabbit, even though they didn't have much meat on them. The bones and everything just provides a stew with so much flavor.
Yeah.
You guys are making me hungry. And this stream, how much longer we gotta go?
Yeah, Yeah, you're gonna make crab rabbit stew tonight.
If I had a rabbit,
Crabbit.
a
You can't
crab.
make a good stew in just an hour. I'm sorry, a good stew needs like 6 hours to really cook.
Oh, I cheat with the pressure cooker.
Okay, you can cheat with a pressure cooker, I suppose.
All right, so
Yeah, he wants
but-
employment.
yes,
Hey, take me with you. I want to become a knight. I made food for you. Did you like the rabbit? Do you know what it means to serve a knight who serves a king? Jump up. I'll run. Listen, boy, it's more than 20 days from here. 20 days? The world's not that big.
oh yeah, I love that line. I love that line. He's so innocent and honest.
Yep.
Yep, ex-slavies.
So, in other tellings, Percival is Lancelot's son.
Yes, most tellings.
Yeah,
His
this is what
bastard
threw
son.
me off because this made me think in my head that no, Malory Percival was Lancelot's son, but this made me to think otherwise because I thought this one was so true in the telling. But as we're learning, it is different.
Didn't we learn through research that that Galahad was also Lancelot's son?
What?
No, Galahad is his cousin.
Yeah.
What?
Well, he was. I think he was Galahad. I think Galahad was the son in the 1998 one, wasn't he?
No, that was
Yes.
Percival.
But we found out that.
Oh no!
that
Oh yeah,
Through
that's
some through some
What was
other
it, Gawain?
source
Jeez.
that
It was
That-
Gawain.
Oh yeah. I know. Galahad, Lancelot sees the Grail, which is correct in this one. He doesn't find it. It's Galahad who achieves the Grail.
right.
Because Galahad is just so perfect. He just knows everything.
But
he
there's
always
some-
makes the
well,
right
he
turn.
found the castle Anthrax.
But Lawrence, there was
Yeah.
a source that said that
Percival finds it.
Lancelot had his way with Elaine, and thus Galahad was born, and Galahad was able to find the Grail to kind of redeem his father.
Well, if you are
Lancelot.
able to look that up again, like on Gemini or whatever, we can definitely check that out. But what
Yeah,
I
I'll look
remember
it
that
up.
we
I'm
discovered
not
from
su-
98
I
was
don't know
that
if
what I remember that we discovered from Merlin 1998 is that part was in line with Malory when I thought Excalibur was. But no, apparently Percival, according to Malory, was Lancelot's son. Here, he's the guy
I
that
thought it
found
was
him
Galahad.
in the woods.
Yeah.
Galahad was his son in 1998, and we found
Oh, really?
out
It
through
was
some
Galahad,
other
not
s-
Percival?
It was Galahad, not
Oh.
Yeah.
Percival. And so,
Yeah.
and then we found out that was in line. I don't remember if it was with Malory or another telling. Let me look it up quick. Hold on.
Yeah, let's look it up because I guess maybe I mentally replaced the name Percival and Galahad.
Meanwhile, Percival is asking, "What's that? What's that?"
It's only a model.
Camelot, the king's castle.
Camelot. Camelot. Camelot once was a shining spot.
Yeah.
For one brief shining moment.
Now,
that was
here,
known
from
as
this view,
Camelot.
okay, they are in a forest there. It looks like, yeah, a castle surrounded by trees. Just wanted to make sure because, yeah, every
What's
time
that?
we...
It's exactly the same shot that's appeared 5 times before, and it's called an establishing shot.
I
It's
know.
appeared
I was
5 times
just
before in this movie.
I was just making sure it had the trees around it
Yeah.
because in the scenes here, yeah, there's trees like right there
Yeah,
next
what-
to the castle.
Watch the subtitles here.
Mhm.
Lancelot, welcome. Go to the next slide.
Cavalry.
Hey, Lot. They actually say that.
No.
As short
Right.
for Lancelot.
It
No.
sounds like it because they're saying
No.
it to him as he rides
No.
by.
No. Look. That's Lancelot raising his hand. Hey, Lot. That's Lot, King of Orkney. He's approaching him, I think.
Except it's not him saying it. It's one of the guys around him saying, "Hey, Lot."
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Because don't forget, Lot is the King of Orkney. There is a character called Lot, King of Orkney, in this. And I thought that's.
Okay, you know what? You're right. That is Lancelot saying that.
All right.
I looked up Lawrence. Yes, in Thomas Malory's Le Morte de Arthur, Sir Galahad is indeed the son of Sir Lancelot. So that's
because he's known as Galahad the Pure, I guess, because Lancelot, is so impure.
Did they build a town within a forest? That's so cool.
No, this is this is that set that would have been Rivendell.
Oh, I mean it's cool. They built something in a forest. It looks beautiful.
Yep, in the forest.
Oh. They've done a good job with Lord of the Rings, in my opinion.
Well, they did a good job with Lord of the Rings. Then they screwed it up with The Hobbit, and then they really screwed it up with Rings of Power.
No. I mean,
it's not the same they.
No, I mean, whomever produced this movie would have done a good job with Lord of the Rings. I think.
John
possibly.
Boorman.
They didn't have the budget though, and they didn't have the CGI that they would have needed for all of the effects that Peter Jackson managed to do.
Yeah, true.
I think they could have pulled it off some other way, but this is gorgeous. Oh my God!
The Lord of the Rings is a product of its time. I mean, there's no way you could have made that film 20 years prior.
No, it definitely would have had a different feel, a different aesthetic, but I wouldn't have been unhappy had this producer made Lord of the Rings or attempted.
Well, wait a minute. Who made that animated Lord of the Rings?
Bakshi.
Okay, yeah. I forgot what the name was.
Ralph Bakshi.
Yeah, that didn't work. Although you could have had a good animated Lord of the Rings.
It wasn't terrible. I mean, they used rotoscoping for a lot of the action.
No, but I mean, some of the characters just like...
Yeah, Aragorn is an American Indian.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was just a little disjointed and weird. But this guy, not Terry Jones, what's his name?
John Boorman?
No, the composer. It's Terry. I keep getting his name wrong. He's the same guy that did Merlin 1998. He did this, and he also did that Lord of the Rings animated movie.
Yeah.
Interesting connections.
Agreed, Bayona. I think they could have done an amazing job with practical effects here.
Yeah.
Terry Jones, I'll have is a medieval scholar and a doctor of medieval history.
Huh.
And a Python.
It's something Jones. So somebody Jones, blank Jones.
Indiana.
No.
Chuck.
Composer. Lowry. I don't know. I'll look it up in a minute.
And by the way, as Lancelot's riding through there, Percival is still running behind him.
Yeah, he ran the whole way.
For 3 weeks.
It shows that he's in shape and he'll do what he says he's going to do. What's that? There on the right. Oh, it's a dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a golden dragon.
It's like the Bob's Big Boy of dragons.
It's golden dragon, and he's much bigger dragon. He's got much bigger wings like that. He's going to fly on bird. I'm sorry.
But there's another one.
Yep.
Now they had to find a castle with a drawbridge.
Lancelot calls out, "Kay, will you train this lad to be my squire? Who will give me my armor and sword? Kitchen knives and greasy spits will be your weapons, boy. To the kitchens."
Well, they'll at least give you a job at Camelot.
That's slightly off, but it's not that far off because he should have started his training as a page when he would not have been treated that well. Not abused, but he would have been worked a lot to toughen him up, to strengthen him up. But he would have started that only when he was literally about 6, 7, or 8.
Yeah, well, he's a little old for that.
Yeah.
But at least you can get a job, a place to stay.
Meanwhile, here comes Guinevere and one of her ladies, and Percival, as he's running up the stairs, glances at her like, "Ooh, she's pretty," and then keeps on going.
Yeah,
that's Morgana, isn't it? Not one of her ladies.
Looks like Morgana. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
It looks like her.
In answer to your question, Flappy, it's not only is it a dragon, but it has a flagon with it. But that's another joke.
Yes, a flagon with the dragon, as opposed to the vessel with the pestle.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. You're right. That is Morgana, and she's the one telling Guinevere to look at Lancelot.
It sounds like a pub. Did you ever have a drink at the Dragon's Flagon? Flagon of the Dragon.
What was that? Was the Connecticut Yankee at King Arthur's
Court
court?
Jester.
Court Jester. Okay, Court Jester.
Yeah, the Danny Kaye. The Danny Kaye historical movie.
Danny Kaye, yeah. It's a comedy movie set in medieval days.
Ah, so that's the Kaye they're talking.
The flagon with the dragon has the
vessel with the pestle has the potion that is poison. The flagon with the dragon has the brew that is true.
That's the
one. Or vice versa.
Yeah, the flagon with the dragon has the potion that is poison. The vessel with the pestle has the brew that is true. And the thing was, all Danny had to say was, "All right, so I don't drink from the one with the pestle. Got it. Thanks."
Oh well, when we get far enough, I'll have this clip. But
now, next thing you'll be saying is he's not Merlin.
Really wanted a clip of Jason Conway saying, doing the philosopher song or whatever that's called. the thing from Pirates of Penzance or what. One of those things. Liza, help me out. What was that thing?
I am the very model of a modern Major General.
Yeah. That's from an operetta, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in the Pirates of I think it's in the Pirates of Penzance. Right.
Well, when we get there, I'll save that one.
It wasn't from the HMS Pinafore?
It might have been.
Oh, that might be.
It's Gilbert and Sullivan, yes, but I'm not sure what.
Yeah, one of those Gilbert and Sullivans. It's.
A British tiger
that's a point in. If you ever saw, there's a point when they introduce. I can't remember the actor's name. His character is the White House counsel in The West Wing, and he's singing the Gilbert and Sullivan, and he has a to and fro with one of the main characters about which opera it's from. John, he's if you watched the series the Librarians, he's the actor that played the butler that turned out to be one of the Knights of the Round Table in that. I can't think what it is.
So I can reference another series. I don't know.
No, I can picture, but I can't think what. I know it's John. It's an unusual French-ish sounding name. I think it's an American actor, John, not John Delancey. John, starting with an R.
Well, I can look up a film if you know this actor in a film. I could look that up on IMDb, but yeah. Doing more than one tab is hard on Colin's computer.
Yeah, I know.
Lose him.
He's dodgy here. He's dodgy.
We can say that Lancelot is trying to avert his gaze.
Well, actually, he's looking down at Kay, who just asked him, "Will you be staying?" And he looks at Guinevere and then looks back down and, there's a meeting at the round table. He looks down and says, no, I cannot stay.
Mm-hmm.
And Guinevere, who's been smiling at him, like, hi, I'm here, hello.
Yeah, and then she gets, he's not staying.
And the Queen Mab fill-in, of course, is going to promote this love affair. You could tell that she has plans already.
Oh, yeah.
There she is.
Yeah, it's disappointing when the bravest of your knights will not stay, but there she is in the background. What is that? Does she have a staff, or is that's part of her dress or something? Yeah, she's got like something that comes from her head down the length of her body there. Is that like a veil?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a veil.
I wonder why they presented...
John Larroquette is the actor's name.
Yeah, the Guinevere's a little bit drab.
From Night Court. Yeah. Why didn't you say Night Court?
Because I don't know Night Court.
Okay. John Larroquette was in that show Night Court. And we have an episode coming up of Babylon 5 that has Bull from Night Court in it. But anyway.
Wouldn't she be wearing something more ornate and have her hair covered now that she's a married woman, Colin? Yeah.
Well, you can't.
She's got flowers in her hair.
Her hair should probably be longer as well, but that's
That's
but yeah,
right.
and like I said,
yeah.
the women's clothing throughout this seems to verge between very good and, I mean, Morgana's a bit immodestly dressed there. She shouldn't be showing quite that much skin, but at least she's got a veil on.
Right.
At least,
but yeah, but I'm saying this thing I've had, at least much I like the film, and I can forgive it. I can if I take a step back and place it as okay, it's being made as if it was being made by a medieval storyteller, and but some of the bits to my mind are very wrong when it comes to the clothing and the like. And certainly since she's a knight's daughter and then a queen, she should be dressed in that.
But there's all sorts of like say free range like tricksters and all sorts of people. It's like a circus in Camelot.
Yeah, that's what surprises me, Ex Flavius. Guinevere's supposed to be this beautiful queen, and right next to her, Morgana, they dressed her in a way that's totally upstaging her.
And frankly, Helen Mirren at this point in her life was way hotter than the girl they cast as Guinevere.
No, I think again, it's all about presentation. They could have dressed her in a way that demonstrated she was the belle of the castle, and they didn't. They went for more like peasant farmer type thing. Yeah, it's strange what they chose.
Well,
for
she was
Guinevere.
like the girl next door versus Helen.
Yeah,
that's supposed to be the seductress.
I mean, you could go for girl next door and still not look like a peasant farmer with flowers in your hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, and with like beige clothing,
I'll tell you who she. I remember who she reminds me of. Have you seen the Charlton Heston film, The Warlord?
No.
Right. Okay. Well, basically, he's a Norman knight, and there's one bit where they have this stupid idea of right at the first night and all the rest. Basically, he takes Rosemary Forsyth on her wedding night, and that's how Rosemary Forsyth, the peasant woman character in the 11th century, so 200 years before this is presumably set. That's what she looks like in that. The same sort of homespun clothes, flowers in the hair, sort of celebrating Mayday or something. That's the look that she reminds me of in this, which is wholly wrong for the character.
Yeah.
For any sort of noble character.
Exactly.
I'm going to put up a poll real quick here because while we still have folks here, we should try and get this up because I'm interested in knowing what we should be doing in 2 weeks, because obviously next week we're finishing Excalibur, and in 2 weeks here I'm trying to click on the right thing. I know that Robin of Sherwood is one option. Not that we're going to do the whole series episode by episode, but I think we could do
good
topics.
Lord, no.
Yeah, we could do topics and things like that. And
how about Dragonheart? Remember I mentioned Dragonheart?
Okay, we can.
That's
list
another
that.
Arthurian one. The first one only, not the ones after that.
No more than one.
Right.
Oh yeah. They're not as good. Yeah. They're not as good.
They rarely are.
Well, while we were on the topic of who is hotter, about 8 years ago, you guys are familiar with the Graham Norton show?
Vaguely.
Yeah.
I know who he is, yeah.
A British talk show where the host brings on actors and actresses. He happened to have Helen Mirren and Liam Neeson, who we have yet to see in this movie, but he is in this movie. Neeson recounted the story of the moment that both he and co-star Ciaran Hinds first saw Mirren. We did this film Excalibur together, 1980. First movie for all of us, really. But I remember being out on the set. This was Ardmore Studios, Dublin. And Helen had a break. She was filming, but she was in costume, and we were there just visiting. We hadn't started working yet. And the first AD or the second AD said, "Would you like to meet Helen Mirren?" And I said, "Yeah, I'd love to." So she walked from like 100 yards away, dressed as Morgana Le Fay, and Sarah's my oldest friend, and we both went, "Fuck!" I was so smitten. And Helen Mirren is smiling at this, and she says, "I never knew this. You've never told me that before. That's amazing." Because after meeting that day, Liam Neeson and Helen Mirren were romantic partners living together for 4 years.
Wow.
Damn.
A love story.
Well, we have here Robin of Sherwood, Dragonheart. What are maybe one or two more options for this poll? Like
for fantasy,
I think we fantasy. I mean, if we want to stay a little Arthurian, we can. I mean, at one point, I think someone mentioned the Crystal Cave. I don't know, which is a book. I don't know.
Never got around to reading those. I still want to read them.
It's a fantastic book. The first one. I haven't read the others.
Mary Stewart. I've got somewhere. I've actually got. I've got a hardback of the first three together.
All right. Well, you have it, so that's good. That's a plus. So I'll put it in Crystal Cave.
There was if it's. I don't know if it's available anywhere.
Oh, I've seen the audio book. I can get it anytime.
No, I was going to say there's something else that the only King Arthur that I think is probably the most likely to be closest. There was a series from the 70s, I think, called Arthur of the Britons, and that was King Arthur set in post-Roman Britain. And that was probably but I said that was an old one.
How about I put this other so people can take that option?
Yeah,
and then
I mean,
they
people
can
come
put
up with
in,
ideas. Yeah, maybe people come up with ideas. Right?
Yeah, folks, you're welcome to suggest things in the chat directly with titles. But there we go. I put the poll up, and away we go at that. All right. But yeah, we could do books too. I could come up with some nice AI slides that are very true to the stories. So what's your doing? What are you doing here?
No, he basically ran into Merlin, knocking Merlin's head into that whatever that rod is that the other guy is holding there.
Oh,
he hit his head on it, fell to the ground. Percival helps him up, saying, "Sorry about that. What are you doing here? This is no place for an old man." Like, "I'm not an old man. I built it, dullard." "All on your own?" "Yes, and for the likes of you, it seems."
Oh, so
well,
Merlin
you tell me the way to the kitchen.
Hold on. Oh dear. Hold on. Go back a sec.
Okay. We got a problem. Houston,
Can you go back another one?
Another one.
One more, please. No. I have a feeling I know what that's. Yes, I think I know what that's supposed to be.
Oh, the stick.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be a printing press.
Really?
I was wondering that with all the paper and the lever.
Paper. Yeah.
Oh, I thought those were napkins. I thought it was like a napkin dispenser.
Ooh, Merlin invented the printing.
Yes, I've got a sneaking suspicion. Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, it looks like he built. Oh, he said built it, meaning this, not all of Camelot.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not like
No, I think he actually did mean Camelot, because Percival then says, "Oh, you can tell me the way to the kitchen. Follow your nose."
Yeah. Follow your nose. Oh, here's a good suggestion.
Follow the yellow brick nose.
And they're all like bubbling things. This is like the alchemy exhibition in Camelot, I think. And then the
bubble.
The lens crafters stand there at Camelot. And what else do we have? We have people.
Exactly.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Is that okay, is that guy there? If he takes that turban off, will he have Voldemort's head on the back of his head?
It does look a bit like Quirrell, doesn't it?
Well, thank you. I didn't think what the cat's name was. Thank you. Yes.
Quirrell.
Professor
confused with
Quirrell.
Squirrel.
From Harry Potter.
From Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
Well, here they're dealing with angles.
What was that sigh for, Colin? I said Philosopher's
you
Stone.
did. Yes, you did. I did that, and I realized. Now, hold on a second. You got the white one. It's the wrong one. The right one. Yeah. You did. I'm so used to it being the Sorcerer's Stone.
I could tell. I was like, that is hilarious. He actually sighed when I said the right thing. My late father, I had asked for the Harry Potter movies on Blu-ray. I don't know what possessed him. He bought the UK version, which was region free, and the first movie was Philosopher's Stone. I was like, huh. So I had the DVD of Sorcerer's Stone, put that in my computer, put the Blu-ray in the Blu-ray player, synced them up. It's like 100 minutes into the movie before they even say the stone, and the scene is completely different. Like, lines are spoken in different orders, camera angles are slightly different, but as soon as the discussion about the stone is over, the movies are back in sync again.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I know they changed the title. I think they changed the title on the book as well. But I didn't realize it actually made changes in the different English versions of the film.
Yeah, and they definitely did change the title in the title and the words in the book as well.
Well, next it'll be the Stone of Diversity.
Yes. No, that was Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah.
Dial of Diversity.
Well, anyway.
Go to the next
slide.
I
don't know what I'm talking about. There are only three Indiana Jones movies. I don't know where I got that idea from.
No.
It sounded like a joke. I thought you were making a joke.
Yeah.
But now we get to see the round table, and dear God, it's gorgeous.
Oh yeah, it's big. It's really big.
Well, it has to be. Yeah. They've got like 25 people sitting around it.
And who are
And
all those? Do they have Donner and Blitz in there too?
I know it actually doesn't. It isn't. But does anybody else looking at design in the middle expecting the Halliwell sisters to come along and charm everyone?
The what sisters?
From the sisters from Charmed?
Oh, never saw it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Halliwell
no, is what you said.
Yeah, that's the name of it. In the original series of Charm with and I've forgotten all their names, all the actresses' names.
Yeah, we should have in one of these weeks
Holly
memory
Marie
contests.
One that's gone completely batshit crazy and one that's now dead. The one that used to be in Beverly Hills 90210.
I never watched that.
Shannon Doherty,
yeah.
Holly Marie Coombs, and I can't remember the actress's name. She's gone completely batshit crazy. I know that's a large pool to get to fish from, but it's a very similar Celtic type, similar to that. Only their one is definitely it's only got 3 leaves, if you like.
Now, Lawrence, you asked who are these guys? These are Galahad, Lancelot du Lac, who's not there right now, Gawain, Percival, Lionel, Bors de Ganis, Kay, Tristram de Leons, Gareth, Bedivere, Bleoberis, Lacote Male Taile, Lucan, or Lucen, I don't know how it's pronounced, Palamedes, Lamorak, Saphir, Peleus, Hector de Maris, Dagonet, de Gore, Bruno Lenoir, Le Bel Desconnu, Alimer, and eventually Mordred.
Did they need that many?
Don't know.
Well, I don't know. Well, okay. Well, okay.
But those were the names.
All right. Well, that's good. So yeah, the round table's a little bit bigger.
Oh, you know what? Those are the names described on the Winchester round table.
Oh, well, that's the real
Not
one,
necessarily
right?
the one here in the movie.
I mean, a lot of there should be one empty chair there, which there isn't.
Yeah,
which is a Siege Perilous.
Yeah, if you counted what I was just saying, there's 24 names there.
Oh yeah,
25 chairs.
Well, Lancelot's chair is kept empty, right? You know.
No, there's one empty seat, which is a Siege Perilous, which I think is eventually Galahad takes.
But Lancelot doesn't even come in for the meeting.
No, Galahad's name is inscribed on the table.
All right.
Well, that's
is that table? Do you think it's made out of like polished copper? Was that a thing in the Middle Ages?
Not that much, I wouldn't have thought.
Yeah, that's a lot of copper.
Actually, no. I think if you look very carefully on the left-hand side, you can just about, unless it's just my eyes, you can just about make out that it looks like it's made of slats of wood.
Yeah, it does.
Which is slightly different color, alternating
like
colors.
Highly polished.
Let me see.
Wow.
Yeah, highly.
Oh, very, very highly polished. But there's definitely alternating colors, almost like a rose gold, then yellow gold, then rose gold, then yellow gold, then rose gold, then yellow gold.
I mean,
all the way around.
Craftsmanship.
Yeah, it's got a sunburst like a Gibson Les Paul, and that sort of thing.
That's a mighty big guitar.
Yeah, that's a very big drum.
And Percival is convinced he must be dreaming.
You could see yourself in it. That's something serious.
Yeah.
Well, you can see yourself in any well-polished table.
No, but this one was polished by the Hyacinth Bouquet herself.
Yeah.
It is so shiny.
Well, of course he was. She's got to keep her husband happy. I mean, don't forget, husband sits at the table.
Oh, that's right. Oh, wait a minute. He wasn't in the list, was he? Hector wasn't in the list that you just read.
Yes, he was.
Oh, he was?
Wasn't he? Hang on. Going through it again. No, he's not. Oh, yes. Hector de Maris.
With an H. Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
Meanwhile, you have a clip.
Yeah. There we go.
And then Percival working the kitchen.
Yeah, Percival's working the kitchen. And that's the end of our first set.
And here is finally Liam Neeson.
Well, we got to wait for the next set of slides.
There he is on the left.
Oh yes, there he is.
Oh,
This is the very first on-screen appearance of Liam Neeson.
Wow.
and he's Gawain, right?
With or without his dog?
Well, we don't even know about that. That's just rumors
I was
that
going
Mr.
to- I
Brown
was going-
started.
I think Morgana is about to find out.
I don't know.
Is he drinking with Morgana?
Yeah.
Yeah. Morgana's been influencing him to make this challenge of Guinevere and Lancelot.
Hmm. And again, why are all the knights sitting around in full plate armor trying to eat?
Because they
I
got
know.
it polished just for dinner.
Uh,
It's kind of like, there was a time where you had to eat in your tails. Now this is eating in your armor.
Lancelot doesn't come once more.
Yeah, that's Sir Gawain saying that.
But we must fill his cup to show our love for him. I think it's Arthur saying that.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's saying
Watch
about, yeah. You see, Gawain gets bothered and he's under the influence.
Watch Guinevere. Remember what I told you about them.
Oh, Merlin watching her.
And then her watching Merlin. I see
Yeah.
you watching me, watching you, watching her.
Your eyes never leave me, Merlin. Can't I acknowledge beauty? Can't you acknowledge love? Perhaps you ache for what you've never known. Perhaps you lust for what you cannot have.
Ah.
Cannot have? But you promised. All your secrets. You said you'd show me everything. I've shown you too much already.
I'd like it if I could pause you here. I like this because when he says maybe lust for what you do not have, it does flash to get Guinevere there.
Or rather to Arthur.
Well, she is currently lusting for something she cannot have, so I think they meant Guinevere with that.
But then Arthur shouts out, Merlin, are you a counselor to the king or to my sister? At your service, sir. Then answer me this. For years, peace has reigned in the land. Crops grow in abundance. There's no want. Every one of my subjects enjoys his portion of happiness and justice. Tell me, Merlin, have we defeated evil? Because it seems we have.
You just screwed it up by mentioning it.
Good.
Don't mention everything going well when it's going well.
Yeah. That's called summoning Murphy.
Mhm.
Yes.
Good and evil. There is never one without the other.
By definition, almost.
Where hides evil then in my kingdom? Liam, I think that's your line.
Well,
Always where you never expect it. Always.
Oh, Merlin is.
wait a minute here.
gosh.
Did I get 2 slides? I can make Merlin dance. Do, do.
Oh, you're diminishing his Kosh vibe here.
Yeah, but then we have Liam saying, I know where. Where, Sir Gawain?
Uh-oh.
I cannot say. must speak your heart. You sit at the round table. Where is this evil? He's our best and our bravest. Why then is he never here? Without Lancelot, this table is nothing. Is there anyone here who doesn't think him a god? And now to be driven from us by a woman's desire.
Hold a second. Why is he with Green there from
The Green Knight. Yeah.
No, Eva Green from the Kingdom of Heaven.
Oh.
The woman in the background there's very
Yes, she is green.
very Kingdom of Heaven-ish vibe for her gear.
I think he's lit in green because he is bewitched by
Morgana.
Morgana. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, I didn't notice that. Yeah.
Yeah, he
I
was
think that's
sitting
why
next
he's
to
green.
her, got that
There's
influence.
Merlin.
No, I'm
now
saying
green.
that. No, I'm saying that. I'm saying that the lady in the middle there.
Yeah.
She reminds me of Eva Green in Kingdom of Heaven with the chains and the headgear and the rest of it. It looks very Eastern in her attire.
Well, that's good for her. I'm glad she got to show off her wear.
Yeah.
But, and I meant dress or whatever for the evening. But
Of course.
And then
go on.
And then Guinevere counters, in the idleness that comes with peace, I see that gossip. Sorry.
Oh, was I supposed to stay on this? I think, yeah.
The gossip breeds bred its own evil.
Mm-hmm.
I will forgive your hasty words. Come, drink from Lancelot's cup and partake of his goodness.
But he didn't even drink out of that cup yet tonight. So how are you going to get the goodness? I don't know.
Why do I get the feeling he's going to just dump it on the ground?
Because you've seen the movie?
Well, they do a laborious effort of passing it over to him.
Yep, one by one, person to person,
It didn't even
finally
include all of them.
to him, and he reluctantly takes it from her, looks into it.
Yeah. Well, needless to say, he doesn't drink.
And he upends the cup.
Yep.
You dare accuse the Queen, Gawain?
Of what?
I do. I protest my innocence. If I were not king, I would make you pay with your life for what you just said. Go on, Lars.
Well, technically, the accusation he made was just, it was her desires. He wasn't accusing them of wrongdoing other than Lancelot not coming because of Guinevere's desires.
Yeah.
So that's what he's accusing her of.
Yeah.
And I don't think he really accused Lancelot of anything, technically, even though Arthur takes it that way, because he says that Lancelot also stands accused here. He's only said that, it's her desires that are keeping Lancelot from being here, which is technically true.
Or Lancelot's desires keep.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. It is not unrequited.
Exactly.
But they are both, in fact, doing what in their settings is the correct thing to do.
Exactly.
They are deliberately removing temptation from each other.
Yes.
Yeah. So, is this a line that we left off on, or?
I already said that line.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Will you not champion me? I cannot. I am your king, and I must be your judge in this. Lancelot must do it. He also stands accused. I decree that at sunrise 2 days from now, the champions will meet, and the truth shall be known. For by the law of God, no knight who is false can win in combat with one who is true.
All right. Well, you better hope.
Yeah.
I think everyone at that table knows who will win this fight.
Yes.
Yeah, they've all read the script as well.
Yeah, but the thing is, I know this is how they decide justice, but do they truly believe that whoever wins in a joust is the one that's telling the truth?
If it's a trial by combat, then yeah, generally the general belief is that God, because what you have to remember is that this whole period is, despite is certainly from our modern point of view, an almost insanely fanatically religious period.
Yeah.
Well, then later they should have been fine when at first Lancelot doesn't show up and Percival's there. They should have been fine with sending Percival. It's like, well, if it's true, it's true.
Yeah.
You could send anybody out there, really.
Yeah, but at the same point, even in that case, if you've got an untrained squire, ain't got a chance.
Right, but isn't God going to favor him?
Yeah, they believe it, but but
they don't really believe it.
What's that? They do, but I think they probably think more that God is going to put his hand on the scales, right?
Right.
He's not going to push the scales all the way down.
Okay. Right.
If that makes sense, if you got if in a fairly even combat, God will protect the right.
All right.
I would say that's probably how they would believe it.
You actually presented an interesting case there for trial by combat, because God will favor whoever doesn't take too much help to help them win.
Yeah. They haven't yet got to the point of God is on the side of the country, on the side with the biggest battalions. Well, it's not true. God is always on the side of the English. The problem is both people here are technically English,
or maybe God
actually French.
Well, we don't know.
How does that explain Yorktown? Sorry. Yeah, the battle that won the United States their independence.
Clearly, God was looking at the other 3/4 of the world. Why do you think that the sun never set on the British Empire?
Well, the other thing is
because you still have the Pitcairn Islands. That is
no.
Maybe in God's view,
Empire, because even though he's on God's side, even God doesn't trust the English in the dark.
Well, maybe in God's view, the Revolutionary War is a 250-year-long process, and pretty soon this summer, the British are going to be in charge again.
Yeah.
Just not our leaders, please.
The reason I said the Pitcairn Islands is because it's still true that the sun never sets on the British Empire. But if the Pitcairn Islands ever are kicked out of the Commonwealth, or something happens to where they decide they're not going to be there, well, it would be basically it would be the first time in centuries that the sun would finally set on the British Empire.
In fact, technically, the nun never did set on the British Empire, because the British Empire was dissolved before British territory shrunk to the fact that the sun would never set on it. But I take your point.
Or maybe it was the British Empire, and his chain of leisure centers.
Yeah. River's chain of leisure centers stretched around the world.
That came over here for I think one season. We saw that here on PBS.
But yeah, I mean, I know the show.
No, it wasn't great, but it was funny seeing the actor who played Rimmer.
Yeah, Chris Barry.
Yeah, he was. No, he was good, and it was an all right series. It was just a little overdone.
I'm not sure that's why that isn't why he left Red Dwarf for a while. I'd need to check up on the.
I thought they got canceled for a bit, and
no, he left for a bit, and then I think left and then came back because they wrote Rimmer out. He went off to be Ace Rimmer, if I remember right.
Oh, but he came back.
But I think he came
just
back
in time, I guess, because I didn't see any episodes without him.
Oh, right, okay. Maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking about something else there. But I thought he had, but it's been a long time since I've watched Red Dwarf as well. So
yeah. Well, at least not in the original run. I didn't see any. I haven't seen the ones I should. I haven't seen the ones since the reunion.
I haven't seen many of them. Yeah, and I think they did a few. Then they sort of did a few. I mean, we've got an entire team. We had an entire TV show over here called Dave, which was a really good channel. It did old TV shows, and the reason it was called Dave was literally for Dave Lister, because they started, but they were basically started by showing old episodes of Red Dwarf, amongst other things. That's literally what they were doing, and it was Dave, as in Dave Lister.
Okay, so we're going to have this trial by combat.
And of course, Red Dwarf had their own Arthurian episode.
Their own,
or at least their own medieval period episode.
Yeah, I do remember that.
With Brian Cox.
Oh, what did you say, Thune?
I said Arthurian.
Oh, Arthurian. Okay, sorry.
And actually, if you actually watch that episode, I'm going to have to watch it again, because apparently a lot of the people in the background are members of my reenactment group. So 30 years ago.
Wait,
shows how long it's been going, but I'm not in it. Long before I joined them, so I was doing that.
Oh, you mean the group that you're a part of now?
Yeah, a lot of the people are still in the group. Although one of them passed away early on this year, but yeah.
Oh, sorry. You're the two people I love best in the world. Then why can't you defend me? The lore.
The lore.
Yes, he says lore. My lores must bind everyone, high and low, or they're not lords at all. You are my husband. I must be king first.
But above all else, I am the law. Oh, sorry, wrong one.
You could do that line over again.
I think this is the scene where Arthur officially loses Guinevere.
If need be.
But you see the thing is...
Yeah, he's saying, well, he needs to be king first, husband second.
And then she resignedly says, "Before love," and he just grabs her in a real big hug.
Yeah, but we can discuss this. This is interesting stuff. Colin, I heard you say there. I guess technically that's the thing. If you marry a king, the king has to put country first.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a lot of these things. You see these that one of the complaints I heard. I never actually watched it, about the animated thing that was out a couple of years ago for Lord of the Rings, based on a character who's mentioned once, and I think we get a name. Was it she's girl bossing it and wanting to do, not wanting to marry and the rest of it, and yet, as the daughter of a king, she should know exactly what her life is going to be. She should know that she's going to have to do this and this. So Guinevere marrying the king, she should know. I mean, it's a really good, it's a nice, interesting, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with it as a scene. It's a good romantic scene. It builds up the tragedy. But this should be a case. What this should be is a case of both of them actually realizing the truth of what they already know. They both already know this. They know that as a king, his duties as king must come even above his duties as her husband. But it's something that
definitely illogical, Colin, because anyone could make a foundless accusation, and the king has to send someone off to.
Oh yes, I mean it's the whole system, but we can have that. We can have that these days. Anybody can make an accusation, and it still has to be investigated.
But that was not just anyone making an accusation. Yeah. That was one of the knights of the Round Table.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is this thing it comes across it's what it comes across as that she shouldn't necessarily be questioning as if she'd never realised it. What should be happening is they're both realising what it means. They both know it in theory, they know it emotion, they know it intellectually, if you like, and now something's come up where they both know it emotionally. It's now real. It's it's not something that's ever occurred to them as well. Yeah, okay, rain's wet. We know rain's wet until you go out and until all your clothes get soaking wet, and then it means that's what rain. This sort of thing.
Okay, well,
I think it doesn't quite.
No, agreed. I agreed, Colin. And I think that's what makes this scene so hard is because here you could tell Arthur has lost her completely, whereas before she had some sort of affection for him. He
maybe.
lost her
sure,
completely, and I think
that.
later, I think it was in this movie, he regrets not being her husband first.
Yes.
And King second.
Yes, he does. But the thing is, but of course, the point is, of course, that all of this is because it's being arranged. None of this is actually organic. I mean, you could think that in the north, that without Morgana's influence,
right. Yeah, I
she
mean,
would be an honourable and dutiful and loving wife to the king, and if something did come up, she did feel an attraction with Arthur, she would, without outside influence, she would know her duty and know when enough to actually just say, okay, put it aside. That all of that. This is obviously the biggest tragedy of all of this is that it's a forced situation. It's all forced errors on their parts.
Yeah, it's the way the story needs to be to create this tension and everything. But I mean, it's hard. I mean, it's still one of those things where it's like she knows that there's a little truth. Not entirely correct, but a little truth to what Gawain's saying, at least desires on her part, although she might be able to brush him off in her head as somewhat innocent. But she knows there's a little truth to it, and she'd really like Arthur to be the champion, I guess, to help make her feel like she's not wrong. She feels kind of borderline right now, and maybe she's looking for him to make her feel not wrong, because she's been resisting as she properly should, and everything's going to be all right. But him not doing it kind of leaves it up to, well, of course it's Lancelot, but he said before, Lancelot stands accused too. So in many ways, he might be more appropriate because there he's also fighting for his own honor in this accusation.
Yeah, she has not been resisting. In fact, her behavior is what is causing Lancelot to stay away from the castle.
What'd she do, though?
Well, looking at him and giggling,
smiling at him, waving to him like, hello, the person I'm really in love with. He cannot keep that temptation on her, so he leaves. If she could rein that in, he might not have to leave.
Again, if you imagine this had been a 5-part mini-series or something rather than a 2-hour movie, you'd have had time to build this tension up. Again, because it's
right.
It covers such a bit of time. You leap from here. You never see Arthur. You see Arthur and Guinevere. You see a young Arthur, very young Arthur, lusting after this young
Stewart when he was
talking about Patrick Stewart. You see this. You go from a young Arthur who's very young. He's probably supposed to be in his teens, possibly early-ish teens. In fact, younger than we would think of as an adult. And so he sees this beautiful and he's lusting after it. Okay, fine. Yeah, he's a kid. Of course he is. He's a teenage boy. He's straight. Of course he is. The next time we see him, he's now, years later, he's fully fledged king. he's, we did this, and then he goes on. We never actually get a chance to see anything build up. We don't really get much of a chance to see Guinevere and
his relationship.
Yeah, so I'd say Guinevere and Arthur in a relationship, or Guinevere and Lancelot. I mean, how much of we're what?
Yeah, we didn't get a montage either
exactly,
of their life together or anything.
Yeah, I mean, how much of the film is it between when she first meets Lancelot and now? 10 minutes, 15 minutes, maybe?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, but you get all the information you need, though. You get the idea that she's kind of flirty, and he's trying to resist.
But that's all you see. You see 2 or 3 bits where she's there, and where you've got Morgana whispering in her ear. Morgana is then whispering. We don't see any reason. The only reason, for example, that we see Gawain challenge at all is Lancelot's never here, but we've not seen that.
Well, the thing that still has me rope Lancelot into this too is that line that he said to her, or not more than one line, but basically the idea that he would love only her. It's one thing if you say, I love you as my queen and the wife of my best friend.
Yeah.
But you don't say, I will never love anyone else but you, that sort of shit. You say that, no, but I'm going to go on and have my own wife and everything like that. Then it's fine, or live my life the way I want to. That's fine. You don't hold yourself for her, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly.
Man.
Yeah, as I said, I mean, that's what I said. One problem with the format is that we haven't had a chance to see these things.
Yeah.
Whereas if we'd had a chance to see these, we might, it might make a bit more sense. And, and Arthur's, for the first time we've seen Arthur actually decide anything, or second time we've seen Arthur decide anything. We've never seen him sit in justice or anything. We've never seen him judge anything, and all of a sudden it's this thing where, for some reason, almost out of nowhere, one of his knights has said something which has been taken as accusing the Queen, this sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this is what happens when you when you charge people their thoughts, not their actions.
Well, and it's also something that happens when you ask at the table, what could possibly go wrong in this?
Well, yes.
Don't say that's again. Those are Murphy words.
Yes. Don't ever, ever, ever tempt Murphy. Alternatively, there's 3 ladies whose names you should know: Clotho, Lachesis, and Atropos. They are the 3 fates, and you never tempt them.
Gotcha. Yes.
Forgive my mispronunciation of Greece.
Yeah. For those who may not know, Murphy's Law is anything that can go wrong will, and at the worst possible moment.
Yeah.
Well, that was come up with by an aerospace engineer who was into rockets and stuff at the time. And at that point, everything did go wrong that could possibly go wrong.
A corollary to Murphy's Law is any mechanical device that is failing to operate, as soon as it is examined by a qualified repairman, it will begin working better than it had before it stopped. That's Murphy's corollary.
Yeah, it's basically try to do everything you can, work hard at whatever you're working on, and expect things to go wrong and try and fix problems ahead of time, basically, Well,
the screenshot you have here, I of course have the DVD playing over here, and the television version is at a 1:6:6 to 1 ratio, which you normally don't get to see. The width of my screen is the same as the width on what you're showing here. Maybe no, it is. It's the exact same width. But I'm seeing way more top and bottom.
Well, I did resize these to 720p because the stream is 720p at the level of StreamYard I'm paying for. So.
Oh yeah, but you're still getting it off of a 1:8:5 to 1, which would have cut off the top of his head. The 1:6:6 to 1, his head is complete. I mean, it's not something that's really important to the scene. It's just interesting that ratio. Lord,
Well,
we are innocent.
This version has some things that are not good for television in it, so
this is true.
Yeah.
Lord, we are innocent, but not in our hearts, which means you're not innocent. I'm sorry. It's in the Bible. Jesus says, if you have committed lust in your heart, it is the same as if you committed lust in your body.
Which
Well-
I've always thought was okay, but you can't always control your thoughts. That's why what you do is more important than what you think.
I
But
would,
as they say,
I would,
Agreed,
yeah.
Colin.
Yeah. You can have temptations. The thing is, do you overcome them? And so far,
Exactly.
he kind of did, except for that one part.
And then saying this, to hold her once in my arms, I would sacrifice everything. Honor, truth, my sacred trust. God, save me from myself.
I was
Purge me of
hoping
this
for, sorry.
Hmm?
I was hoping for Sir Rupert here to respond to him.
Purge my heart so that I can defend her.
And
then there's a mystical green knight that appears while he's naked. It's him.
yeah, he has a Skywalker in the cave moment kind of thing. And I can't show all of it because there's butt in it. But he, oh yeah.
Ooh,
No, they
ow.
do too much
Goodness
Lancelot.
gracious.
All right,
Wow.
we'll just explain what happened there because I don't want to see Lancelot.
The Lancelot armor moves forward with the sword. Naked Lancelot stands up and gets slashed twice with the sword. Then he manages to wrestle the armor to the ground, opens the visor, and the armor is empty.
Mm-hmm.
But he is injured.
So I'm trying to think, what does that represent there?
Oh, I forgot. The sword is right through him.
Oh yeah, the sword does get in him and he pulls it out and it leaves a mark. Oh, right there.
Yeah. It represents he's fighting himself.
Yep.
He's fighting against the wicked thoughts in his head and his heart.
And so the symbolism of the suit being empty after all. Does that mean that? I don't know. I was looking at that as what that would symbolize because obviously the problem isn't empty.
No, it's just he knows he's fighting himself. There's nothing more needs to be shown to him, so his armor is now empty again. But the sword is right through him.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Gawain is saying, hey, son's on the field. There's no champion for the queen.
I like this, how they have like this treehouse thing next to Camelot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Gawain is demanding justice, as is his right. And Arthur agrees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, don't worry, you're going to get to fight somebody.
Then he looks around at his knights. Come on, are any of you going to stand up? And then Percival.
Oh yeah, Percival is the
Let me champion the queen.
Yeah, the kitchen staff, right here.
And Gawain correctly points out, since no knight has come forward, I demand justice.
Well, who you want to fight, Gawain? Well, they decide, all right, well, we're going to have to make this guy a knight, I guess. The only one willing to do it, so...
Is there not one of you? Boy, kneel! In the name of God, of St. Michael, and St. George, I make you a knight. Rise, sir.
Oh, that's a
Percival,
question for Colin.
sir.
That's a question for Colin. So, who was St. Michael and St. George?
St. George is the patron saint of England, Dragon Slayer. St. Michael
I thought he was a streamer.
St. Michael is the Archangel Michael, I think, who is one of God's strongest warriors. I think that's what St. Michael is in there. Either that, or it's the brand name, or it's the brand of the chain store Marks and Spencers.
Well,
Saint Michael, the Archangel, the Prince of the Heavenly Hosts, and leading spiritual warrior in Judeo-Christian and Islamic traditions.
Oh, so an archangel got sainted. That's nice.
Yeah, so I'm not quite sure how an angel gets to be sainted, but yes, exactly.
Not that they may not deserve it. It's just like you would think they're automatic because they're already, one of God's hosts. So, but anyway, it's good. I guess that's also similar because it's similar to the Trinity because there's three mentioned. The Father here called God. Then Saint Michael would be kind of like the Holy Spirit, like some entity that's in the other world or whatever, beyond just being physical. And then the physical Saint George, who would be like, the people's rep.
That's not what the Holy Trinity is, but okay, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, she said.
Yeah, like the Holy Spirit, and then Jesus is the manifestation of God in human form.
Yes.
I don't think St. George would be the manifestation of God in human
not.
form, but we could say the people's rep. And
St. George is perhaps, although I'm not sure he is at this point in time, patron saint of England, but he is perhaps the representation of the realm. Perhaps that might be what I've done. Although, of course, the king is supposed to be. But
St. George is the Dragon Slayer. He's also the Knight of the Cross.
Yeah. But I suppose you can't say in my own, because any knight can make a knight. It's one thing they got right in Knight of the Seven and Game of Thrones is that a knight can make another knight, as we saw earlier on when
Uriens knighted Arthur.
Yeah.
Well, but meanwhile, rise, Percival.
What's your name again? Well, there she is, looking all
Sir Percy.
Accused. Percy. Yeah, that's another thing. My autocorrect, my spelling checker wants it to be Percival.
That's the typical spelling.
Yeah, but in this they spell it Perceval.
That
is not the typical spelling.
I mean, actually, it's if I remember right, Percival was actually Anglicized from Germanic from Perceval, who's actually a German knight.
Yeah, Percival.
A lot of things British do come from Germany.
Parsifal, Perceval, which because that, amongst other things, that's a German opera.
Well, where did Perceval come from? Perzival.
I don't know. I've not seen that one before.
Oh, you never read Ready Player One?
No, I haven't.
You should. It's a good book. Percival.
Oh, no, my Percy there, I was having Blackadder vibes because there's a Percy and Blackadder. In fact, in two of the Blackadders.
Well, they go through the motions. They start lining up. And he looks good there. You're at a bit of a disadvantage without the plate.
Yeah, kind of.
But he has a shield. By the way, Perceval is a 13th century German epic poem.
Yeah.
All right.
So neither of these guys' shields have wings.
Well, Morgana's like, I would prefer if Lancey was here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and then guess who arrives at the last minute? He was arguing with himself before and fighting with himself. But he
is now injured.
Yep.
That's true. He does have the wound. And so here are the ladies plus Morgana.
Their shields do have wings. And I see that they follow the heraldry of Hubert.
Hubert, the video game?
Look at the cubes.
Oh, I thought you meant Cubert, is that the clone son in
Futurama.
Futurama.
Yeah, no. No, I was talking about the video game.
Well,
see, that's not what coat of arms looks like. That's what a coat of arms looks like.
Yeah.
but this is kind of cool
No,
here. It's weird
mine.
how. No, I don't think it's weird, but it's intentional. I think that they have Morgana with the ladies who are associated with the chatting and the looking at Lancelot and all that stuff.
Well, she probably would have been. I mean, she's the lady of the court, even though she's not got a husband. I'm interested though. Again, there's this. I take back what I said. I'm not quite sure why the lady in the middle there appears to be wearing wearing a chain imitation of trying to be Cleopatra. Again, the lady looking around her corner again appears to have come out of Kingdom of Heaven, an Ottoman harem. The other two don't look too bad.
Oh, well, they, maybe they're the fates. You should not tempt them. And then, but yeah, Morgana, you think some people around the castle will be like, I don't know. I think she's up to no good. Wearing black and red.
One thing I do like is that all those dresses appear to be lacing up the back, not the front, which is correct.
Yeah, because the servant laces you up.
Yeah. Which is why even to this day, ladies' clothes button on the opposite side to men's clothes.
Yep.
Yes, that is true. But here we have
Lancelot rides up. He holds up a hand to the court. Guinevere smiles at him longingly, and he comes over to Percival and says, "It is my task, Percival, to prove the Queen's innocence." And Percival looks down at the blood on his armor, like, "Dude, you sure? Look at that shield. That is a Cubert game board."
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, no, that doesn't look anything like any coat of arms I've ever seen.
No.
Mine does.
So does mine.
Yeah. Oh, and then they do a staring competition. It's like pitcher and batter.
Well, first they raise their lances to each other.
Mm-hmm.
Then they stare.
Acknowledge your opponent. Acknowledge the king.
And then they chase each other, and I guess who gets knocked down first? I think Lancelot.
They both knocked each other down simultaneously.
Oh, yeah. All right. Oh no! Simultaneous knockdown, and Lancelot. This is the wound from before, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of blood there.
Yes, it is.
A lot of red paint.
But Lancelot gets the first blow in with the mace, and the second, and the third,
Those
and
are
the fourth.
just big maces, though.
Finally, Gawain gets a shot in, but only the one before he's knocked to his knees.
Yeah, well.
And Lancelot has to remove his helmet because he can't breathe. And now Gawain lifts his mask. Oh
and
no!
There she is. Help
She's
me,
hurt.
Obi-Wan.
She's worried.
And more fighting, but yeah.
Yeah, because now Gawain realizes he's injured, so he's pressing his advantage.
What the hell is he? What the hell is he fighting with?
Looks like a part of a lance.
Yeah.
He picked up one of the broken lances.
Yeah, maybe that's what. Yeah, she's got two.
Yeah, it got to desperation time. It didn't look like they were, checking with their squires to get new weapons or anything.
But then Lancelot finally knocks Gawain down, grabs a sharp piece of metal, raises it up threateningly, and Gawain says, "I yield to your mercy, Lancelot.
Yeah, and
the Queen is innocent. The Queen is innocent."
Yay!
Yep, until the next scene.
And then, but he looked like he was about to, like, come down on him anyway here.
Yeah.
But he then fell over.
Yeah, that.
He looked like he was going to do it, though.
Yeah, he really did. Look at your laws now. Look what they've done. Save him, Merlin. He has no will to live. Save him, Merlin. Whatever the cost. Whatever the cost, do it.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Well, here, did I do that? I know I have this as a, what do you call it? As a clip. There it is.
Yep.
Number 3.
And again,
because this is Merlin's. Merlin did the quickie job.
And again, that is the charm of snake, which is spoken in Old Irish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, he did it, and then he left like he really had something else to do. He just walked right out of there.
Yeah.
I guess he didn't feel good about it.
Well, he said that before. If you remember, he said before when he did it for Uther, it took 9 months out of him. So presumably, even just doing it just once takes something out of him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm.
Will he live? Excuse me. Oh, yes. Well, Guinevere, yes. Merlin, will I ever have a son? Yes. No riddles, nothing but a simple yes. That frightens me. But a king should be afraid, Arthur. Always. Up the enemy, waiting, everywhere, in the corridors of his castle, on the deer path of his forest, or in a more tangled forest. The one in here.
Yeah. No, he was telling the truth, and Arthur takes it as a joke, kind of, but I guess it's an easier way to end the conversation.
Yep, and as they laugh going down the hallway, Lancelot comes to with her hand still on the wound.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets close to her, and they both look at each other, and
mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I just wonder why on earth have half these things got sacks over their shoulders?
Well, it's an easy way to carry them.
But I mean, if they have proper cloaks, I could understand it. But they should be, what are they supposed to be? Animal hides or something? I'm genuinely not sure.
Mm-hmm. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Sir Lancelot's back.
Yeah.
And for one, the king's not wearing armor. Yay. The queen's looking like a bareheaded hussy again.
Colin prefers them all covered up.
No.
Colin is just talking about historical accuracy. Like, I changed my avatar to depict a queen dressed in real, I forgot the century. Late medieval garb.
All right.
Accurate,
well, we're on
late medieval garb.
We're on slide 177, so I can come back to it after I'm trying to.
I mean, Morte de Arthur was popular during this time, late medieval time, and this is what a woman of the court who was married would have worn,
including the glasses.
including the glasses and the cigar box guitar. Yes.
And the lipstick.
And the lipstick. And the lipstick. Yes.
Yeah, well, they had okra.
They did. Yeah, they had some
red ochre.
And I've changed my avatar to the medieval beer can.
Mm.
Oh,
and
yes.
I've changed my avatar to my properly worked out coat of arms.
Oh,
Very
Oh.
good.
Well, let's look at that. We've seen the Dutch gradient beer can before, but we have not seen
Archer
the
of the
University of
Colin.
Colin.
Sir Colin of Glastonbury.
Aha.
Oh, wow.
I like
Or bollocks, my brain's gone. Vert, arrows crossed on the tower.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually done. It was done by one of our guys in my thing, but I sort of come up with the general idea, but it's actually done. It is actually within the laws of. There'll be a slight difference there because the arrows the black shouldn't be straight on the green on the white. There should be something slightly random because you shouldn't have a color on a metal or color on color.
Right.
But the representation is I'm an archer, hence the crossed arrows. The tower is Glastonbury Tor, and the green is Glastonbury Hill. All the tower is a tower of Glastonbury, and the hill is a tor. So it's representing an archer from Glastonbury. But that is actually Damien when Damo did that. He actually did it by following the appropriate laws of
heraldry.
Thank you. Yes, heraldry. That's a heraldically accurate, if not real, achievement.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it's actually in our book as well. Actually, done as just Colin of Glastonbury because my archer's not a knight. But
I'm looking. Is this where we left off? I'm trying to discover. Click up there.
No.
No.
Way past that.
Yeah, I know. That one.
there we go. Yeah.
I missed the battlefield. I think we do too. We have lost our way, Arthur. It's not easy for them without the hard reaching of war and quest. It is our only example, Lancelot, that binds them all. Oh, it is only your example, Lancelot, that binds them all.
What, they all want to bonk the Queen?
Apparently. I know I do.
Ooh.
Merlin, which is the greatest quality of knighthood? Humility? What do you say, Merlin?
Hmm?
The greatest. Well, they blend like the metals we mix to make a good sword. No poetry, just a straight answer. Which is it? All right, then.
I'm going to
Truth.
get a straight answer from
That's
a
it.
Vorlon.
He's not a Vorlon. Truth. That's it. Yes, it must be truth above all. When a man lies, he murders some part of the world.
Mm.
You should know that. I must take my rest in the forest.
Oh, back to the forest.
Hasn't Merlin mended your wound? It is deep. You'll be sorely missed. Heal yourself and come back.
Mm-hmm. But is that just a getaway plan there?
I think so.
Oh, yes.
But she doesn't let him.
She doesn't. I don't remember this.
Well, we're coming up. I'm just wondering if it was a getaway plan hatched by the two of them. But no, I guess not, because he didn't. Well, he plays somewhat hard to get, but not totally hard to get. There he goes.
He does try to hold her at sword point. And she's willing to walk down his sword to get to him.
Yeah.
And then they start kissing.
Yep.
Now, the scene for the two of them and the post-coitus scene, they were besieged by mosquitoes during that filming.
Oh, that must have sucked.
Oh, that's not nice.
No. And remember, this was also early spring in Ireland, so it wasn't exactly warm.
No.
Mosquitoes in the cold, even worse than Florida. Woof.
Mm.
Oy.
It must have been warm enough for them, the mosquitoes at least. So.
Do you still have the sight? Go on.
No, never mind.
Do you still have the sight, Merlin? Are they together? Yes.
Well, why?
You warned me of this all those years ago. What must I do now? Kill them? I can tell you nothing more. My days are ended. The gods of once are gone forever. It's a time for men. It's your time, Arthur. I need you now more than ever. No, this is the moment you must face at last, to be king alone. And you, old friend? Will I see you again? No. There are other worlds. This one is done with me.
Wow. That's cool. Other worlds. He could just go to another world.
I think he knew that he was gonna.
That's it.
I don't know.
Yeah. This one does get boring, and it's,
Well, he's gonna end up trapped in a cave, isn't he?
Oh, he doesn't know that right now. He hasn't foreseen that.
No, he's just going to go back to his, what do you call it? His crystal palace, like Superman's thing. And then he's going to get tricked there. But that's a nice shot there. And then we go back here to King Arthur riding out because he feels he's got to do something. I think King Arthur was riding out. Well, yeah. Merlin sees her, and so it's going to go back and forth. King Arthur's riding out in the land to find Lancelot and Guinevere, and Morgana is going to, I don't know, pull the wool over the eyes of a wizard, so to speak.
Sorry. What is this?
Yeah, he's doing some DVD work there because, I don't always keep the slides going on time.
Yeah, sorry. Is this all you've learned, Morgana? Beyond potions and petty evil? And where your meddling arts brought the world? To the edge of ruin. I've worn thin and threadbare. I've tried to guide men or meddled in their affairs as you would have it for far too long. The time has come for me to go. Forgive me. Where are you going? Whence I came. Merlin, take me with you. The charm of making. You swore to pass it to me. You think you're ready? Are you worthy? I am. I am.
You're not supposed to say that.
Follow me. What's that?
You're not supposed to say that. If you're asked if you're ready, you're supposed to say,
you tell me.
Yeah. Or, I'm as ready as I'll ever be. I don't know. Or whatever. No, but I will anyway. So
we have We have Lancelot and Guinevere making out. There's a deer, messing around below them. They're being eaten alive by mosquitoes.
Yeah. And then we have Morgana looking through things. And
they're entering Merlin's chambers, I'm guessing.
The crystal
perhaps.
cave, I guess. Or at least
That's
it looks
odd.
like a crystal cave.
I didn't get that line. Oh, there it is. What is this place? Here you enter the coils of the dragon. Here my power was born. Here all things are possible, and all things meet their opposites. The future and the past. Desire and regret. Knowledge and oblivion. Love. Oh, yes. Look. Look. And you see Lancelot and Guinevere naked, holding each other, standing, and then Arthur walking toward them, sword drawn, in armor.
Yeah, I pulled out one of them because it wouldn't have worked.
Except that looks a lot more like Gawain.
Yeah, it really does.
That's Gawain.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he was trying to show what's happening because we did see imagery of that.
Yeah.
But then maybe Morgana put this image in there to get back at Merlin.
Well, she asks him more. Show me more.
There's Arthur apparently in the cave, not the forest. So,
Show me the dragon. Tell me the sacred charm of making. Even though such knowledge would burn you and blind you, then burn me. Fireball!
Yeah.
Heck, burning hands would be a better one.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So Arthur's still out there and he sees them. He has a sword and he raises it. And we switch back here quickly.
Look into the eyes of the
bad
dragon.
bit of timing.
And despair.
Yeah, he attempts to send her to
I destroy you, I consign you to oblivion.
Yeah.
And Arthur drives Excalibur into the ground and into Merlin's back.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Well, they were doing a dual scene thing, and I guess basically the symbolism was Excalibur being driven back into the ground as if it's being
driven into the spine of the dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Merlin, I guess, is the dragon's representative on Earth. I don't know why that would be his back, but all of a sudden his power gets hurt, I guess.
And he got distracted. He was about ready to destroy Morgana, but this stopped him and rocked him back on his heels to the point where now Morgana gets to turn the tables.
Mm-hmm. Well,
why was he going to destroy Morgana?
She is too greedy and too evil, and he can see it.
Yeah, and he was basically but she was asking for all this power and stuff, and he's like, no, you can't have this. So he was going to send her to oblivion, which I hear is kind of empty, but at least there's nothing there that should bother you.
Nope.
Oh, I don't know.
Maybe
it depends. I mean, it could be full of these horrible.
Melkor, I think, is in oblivion.
It could be full of these horrible. Or either that, or these horrible, weird, fleshy towers that keep growing up. If you're playing in the Elder Scrolls.
Oh, Elder Scrolls.
Next slide.
Okay.
The sword, the land, Yes, Merlin, that's it. Set the world to rights. Call the dragon. Mend the sword. Speak the charm of making.
And then he starts reciting our
use
favorite.
It out.
Arthur, Athrak, Uthrak, Bing Bang, Bungaloo. Yeah.
And then
like
she starts chanting it around him.
Mm-hmm. And as she chants it, the dragon breath surrounds him and becomes icy. And he becomes, I guess, trapped in.
Encased in crystal.
Mm-hmm.
And then she whispers it once more to be sure. You fool! You thought you would trap me? You trapped yourself for the same sorcery you had used to deceive my mother. You're nothing. You're not a god. You're not a man. I shall find a man and give birth to a god.
Damn. Those are some plans there to try and find a man and give birth to a god.
She starts going up the stairs, pauses, looks back at her at Merlin, and then keeps running again.
Yeah. Yeah, I had that here, but I like this last slide. I mean, the cave is pretty cool. I think this is going to be our background for next week. That deserves to be a background. But yeah, she leaves, and now Merlin's imprisoned.
Yep.
Arthur has driven Excalibur into the ground next to Lancelot and Guinevere.
Between Lancelot and Guinevere.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, good thing he didn't hit anybody. But there you go. That so
they wake.
So basically, this is where the land is not right.
Yep.
And
do we have more slides?
Nope. That's it for tonight.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, next week is our 4th week, planned for 4 weeks. So 4 of 4 is going to be the conclusion.
About a half hour to go in the movie.
But about a half hour. We're at a point where it's a critical stage in the plot. Merlin's trapped. Arthur is, you know how it is. It's bad.
Arthur is without his sword.
Mm-hmm. Well,
worse.
He chose to put it in the ground there, which is
worse. He's without his scabbard.
He hasn't had the scabbard at all in this one.
I know. He should have, though.
Tell you what's interesting. One major difference I noticed. Well, actually, no, between this one. In fact, of course, in Merlin one, he never did get trapped in a cave, did he? But of course, at the moment, so we'll see later. Merlin doesn't actually get a chance to tell Arthur, "You idiot, you slept with your sister," because that doesn't happen till after he's trapped. But I suppose, given that he never did get trapped in Merlin, so
the tellings are different. And in this one, I mean, they're trying to be a little bit more. They're not trying to reach out to the audience as much. It's more like, I don't know. I guess it is a little bit more like Malory, not necessarily in the word for word telling, but in that it doesn't give you things that you're used to in films. It is being a little bit more stand backish and so forth. So
when I said that's one of the reasons why I can sort of forgive the modern, the medieval, shall we say, setting, because it would be modern for the source material.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have you guys looked at the vote?
Yeah, aren't they tied? The last I checked.
I couldn't see anything.
Yeah,
13?
Robin of Sherwood And
13
Dragonheart
people.
50-50.
13 people are viewing. That means 10 people in the chat are not on the panel, are not in this panel, but only 8
Well,
votes.
I can't vote anyway. I'm logged in as me, so.
So that makes 11 who could be voting then.
Yeah, we're 50-50. I mean, basically, maybe you don't know, but we're finishing Excalibur next week, and then we'll be doing either something about Robin of Sherwood. We're not going to do like episode by episode.
No, we can't.
Each week. That would be too long.
Oh, Lord, no.
Even with Babylon 5, that's tough, but we love Babylon 5 a lot, so we're keeping that going. But the week by week on Robin of Sherwood would be tough. We might do season by season or talk about specific topics. Maybe we'll do a general overall looking at the series and then discuss that. And I'll just have some pertinent slides of some moments. Doesn't mean we can't come back to it later at some point, but it's not going to be a new weekly thing for the next 2 years or something.
No.
But then Dragonheart, that would be, since it's a film, it might be 3 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, but then again, when I say Robin of Sherwood,
I got to watch it again to see if
3
it's something
seasons,
that
it's not
takes
that many
long.
episodes. So
Yeah, I got to see it again to see if it takes that long to do Dragonheart.
Yeah.
But that, and you could suggest something else, or The Crystal Cave as a book. No votes there for the book. But so
We could always do Visitor from Avalon.
well, that would be out of order with our Babylon 5.
You mean a late delivery from Avalon?
Oh, late delivery from
Yeah, I did one for a
yeah,
second.
Avalon. Well, since this stream is about, Arthurian legends, we could just have a separate one done here and do it again when we get to it.
Well, we could just play clips from it. You know what I mean?
I mean, honestly, if we're going to do that, we may as well just do the one where the Star Trek Next Generation guys are all Robin Hood and the Merry Men.
I protest. I'm not a merry man.
Who
My
was
favorite
that?
is that was Worf.
Wolf.
Yeah,
Worf,
my
yeah.
favorite is when Geordie is just plinking at the lute, like blink, 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 blink,
And
blink,
Worf
blink,
breaks
blink,
it.
blink. Walks over, takes it, smash. Sorry.
I mean, we could have sci-fi Arthurian Robin Hoodian crossover here on this show.
Mr. Garibaldi is always put out.
Yes, yes.
I forgot to ring the bell for Flav and Baron earlier. So the evening.
Next round's on Mr. Garibaldi!
Garibaldi!
That was Cat, by the way. So
I never actually watched that, Gavin. It came a bit too late for me.
What?
Was
Maid
that a
Marian and Her
comedy?
Merry Men. Yeah, with that was the one with Tony, with Baldrick, wasn't it? Scott?
Baldrick
Oh, sorry,
from
Gavin.
Blackadder.
Tony Robinson. I think was that with Tony Robinson and also Danny John Jules?
Wait a minute. Maid Marian and Her Merry Men?
Yeah,
That's
I
what it
think-
said.
Yeah, it was a BBC Kids.
Is that an
comedy
adult
show.
film or something like
No,
that?
it was a BBC Kids comedy show. I think
Really?
it's what I'm thinking of. I think it's that Gavin is.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
BBC got the parents to turn it on for the kids by making them think it was a porn.
Or maybe we could do a recap of the Holy Grail.
Again, we've done that on Earworms, but yes, it is worth coming back to.
We did it in Earworms Year 1. We could come back and do the community theater that we should have finished. Yeah, now that we have a thespian here.
Well, doing all the lines,
where?
we would have to do. Community theater needs multiple people doing multiple
Yes.
lines. I could practice it a bit.
Oh,
You
come
know.
on, let's do it again.
I mean,
Come on.
obviously, I can do a one-man show. It's just not always easy.
No, yeah.
But
I mean,
Lawrence does good Monty Python.
no, I know those
voices.
skits pretty well, so I could do
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yes.
them. I'm not dead yet.
Brave little Robin ran away, bravely ran away.
There we go.
When
Oh, we
days
should
of
have had
dogs
it in the
he
poll.
bravely turned his tail to fled, his brave little Robin turned about, gallantly he chickened out, bravely taking to his feet, he beat a very brave retreat,
You know,
brave
it's
stop
just-
brave Sir Robin.
It's just occurred to me. I think Graham Chapman is the only person who only ever played one role in each of the movies.
Really?
Only
Well,
played. No. In Life of Brian, he played Brian as well as Biggest Dickus.
Did he
That
play
was
Biggest
Grant-
Dickus?
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Graham
did.
Chapman was
Oh,
Biggest
I
Dickus.
thought he'd only played one because I know he only played Arthur in Holy Grail. Oh, okay.
Well, Meaning of Life, I don't remember. I know he was a hunter, I think, in that, wasn't he? Like,
Yeah, Meaning of Life was more sketches, wasn't it? I think I meant the movies that were simple
Yeah.
stories. What I meant.
I want you. We need to do
want
the
you.
Holy Grail.
I think we can. What the
What
hell?
about the vote?
Well,
It's
I mean, we're not going to
50-50.
necessarily do it next. I mean, but
Oh.
that will be a time coming. Let's see, especially if we get, if
Well-
people get excited about, we get audience interaction. I'd like to, if we do Monty Python again, I'd like to do it right at that moment where, everything's vibing.
We are vibing. Put it in the poll. Do a new poll.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This-
See, Colin is excited. Let's do it.
I was going to say actually the thing is that the Holy Grail itself is you could probably I'm setting myself up for a lot of homework here, aren't I? You could probably do a stream on the Holy Grail itself because it's not just you think about it. If you want to do Arthurian bits and pieces, you could always bring in you could even bring in bits of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Yeah.
Because you've got especially the Holy Grail bit, Arthur and the Holy Grail there. Because the thing is though, when the Holy Grail changes, in when it starts off, it can be a stone. It can be a dish, a serving platter, and then it morphs gradually into the cup from the Last Supper, which was supposedly brought over here by Joseph of Arimathea.
And what is that? Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have interrupted you because.
That's okay. Go on.
But I was just thinking because I'm about to release this other poll. We have here Robin of
Xflavia
Sherwood.
says, yeah.
I mean, here we're going to do a Robin of Sherwood at some point. This is really voting for what should be next. Really.
What should be next? Xflavia says more Python.
We have Robin of Sherwood. We have Dragonheart. We have Monty Python, the Holy Grail. Which should be the fourth option since there's space for one? I guess the Crystal Cave. I mean, we'll just wait until people are more in the mood for books.
Yeah, I also suspect amongst other things, doing the Crystal Cave means everybody's going to have to read it. And well, no, I won't say that. But no, what I would say is, heck, if you're doing it, I'd say do the Miss of Avalon. But then, actually, finally make me get around to watching it. But what I'm saying is that the Crystal Cave there's a lot more investment in time for everybody that wants to read a book than there is
I
to watch a
regularly
film.
listen to audiobooks at
I
night.
agree. Yeah.
Anyway, so
Yeah.
it would just
Oh,
be
but I said
listening
I
to
think-
something different.
Oh
It
yeah,
is-
no, but I'm saying I think I can see why that didn't get. I can see one reason why that didn't get any votes in the chat.
No, I
maybe
know.
that we're talking about a film. Yeah, anybody can sit down and watch. Most people can get a couple of hours to watch a film.
No,
there's-
I agree. We don't need
there's
to
no
pile
judgment
on
here.
everyone's plate. Yeah.
Yes. Let's see. What do we have then? The fourth one. I don't know. There was something you mentioned earlier.
It was
Colin.
Dragonheart, right?
Well, I have that in the list. It's here.
You have that. Okay.
So there was something that Colin mentioned earlier. It was a show. It was King Arthur.
Arthur of the Britons, but again, you need to try to get hold of that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I've actually got bits of it somewhere, but
Well, I'll
again,
just put these three up.
other again.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll put other. I mean, there was one thing we talked about before we even started this whole thing in X, some Daily Wire Arthurian series. I forget what it was called, though. I did download it, but I didn't watch it yet.
I've still not got around to watching a Pendragon cycle. They filmed that recently. I
guess we could call it The Daily Wire and the Holy Grail. All right, so the poll's up. We're just going to spend a few more minutes to get the poll results.
Vote in the poll, people.
So we know what's
Everyone
after next
watching.
week. Next week, we're going to conclude Excalibur.
Interestingly, I'm not aware of any Polish influence on the Holy Grail. There probably is something that way. But
Polish influence. Well, there
East European, because I'm not much East European.
Well, there was the one, remember we talked about before, the one that was called, I think it's just called King Arthur, but we could just call it the Keira Knightley version.
Yeah.
And that one did have the knights were really mercenaries from Celtic mercenaries, but they got it right.
No, they were. They she was Celtic. She was Pictish. They were actually.
Well, no, the Celts originally came from the steppes of Russia.
Oh, right. So yes, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I mean,
they were like origin OG Celts. So
yeah, they were Sarmatian, if I remember right. But yeah.
So yeah, but that is an interesting one. Maybe we should do that. That one. Maybe when the weather's cooler outside, in the fall. Well, I know in the fall we are planning on doing some Lord of the Rings, but I think we're going to be doing that with Anna.
Excellent.
Yeah, so hopefully we can get through the Silmarillion in time.
Another tie, Scott? Oh, no.
Nope. Monty Python and the Holy Grail is pulling ahead.
Oh, okay.
An excuse to watch that, and an excuse to watch these things again.
Yes.
Or Robin. Well, in any case, Robin might be after that because we're going to do it at some point. It is interesting enough that I do want to talk about it.
Cool.
Well,
but we could.
It's just not going to be in each episode having its own episode. Can't do that.
Well, at the moment, we're sort of on an Arthurian kick, aren't we? And it will.
Yeah, it would disrupt the Arthurian thing, but we could change that and say, well, we're not Arthurian. We're British cultural enthusiasts.
By the way, we could always talk about those 9 Italian guys who have decided to form the Fellowship and walk to the mountain Vesuvius to throw a ring into it. This is actually happening.
Why? Is it a YouTube?
Because they love Lord of the Rings.
Oh my gosh!
So they've made themselves up to look like the Fellowship, and they are walking across Italy to get to Pompeii to toss a ring into Vesuvius.
Oh my God.
So only 2 of them are actually going to make it, and they got to find some schmeagle on the way.
No, I think all 9 of them are going to make the trip.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't seem to have any misty mountains or passes of what was the pass of Carados?
Yeah,
they don't have to worry about any snow from Saruman. So. No, the pass they were trying to get through that they couldn't, and they had to turn back.
Oh, well, so yeah.
But I'm just waiting for the news report about how Vesuvius has suddenly erupted for the first time in 100 years or 1,000 years, relative.
Yeah. Yeah.
Raining flaming rocks on all the land around it.
Liza, I heard your voice come through the door, but I didn't hear you here. You said something.
Oh, sorry. No, I said its last eruption was 1944, so it is still active. Wait,
it was active when Pink Floyd recorded live at Pompeii there.
But it'll only really erupt if someone opens a dam and sends a river down into it. Oh, sorry, no, wait a second. And then it will turn entire Italy into Mordor.
No, that would require you to turn a sword.
Oh, yeah, the key. Well, they did add some
the Holy Grail is
imagination.
winning.
All right. So, yeah, it looks like it'll be Monty Python after that. But, yeah, we're going to touch on Robin soon after that. Liza and I still have to finish this third season.
By the way, you said you were making elderberry mead.
Yes.
Do you know why there's the insult, your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries?
This is from the Grail.
Yes. Do you know why that? Do you know why that's an insult?
Wait, Lawrence, my audio's going in and out. Say that again.
It's the line from the Holy Grail where it's an insult from the French guy.
He says your mother was a hamster. He says your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries.
Oh, why was it an insult?
Well,
because elderberry wine was often made carelessly, and green bits of the plants, like the stems of the berries, found their way into the wine, and that is toxic.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I know. You can't do that.
Yep.
The berries themselves, if you eat one, you'll throw up. You have to cook elderberries.
Right.
You have to. It's not a choice. Either cook them or dry them, but they gotta be cooked.
But elderberry wine was way cheaper than grape wine.
I would imagine.
Well, that would be understandable.
They grow super fast, and they produce. I mean, ours produce well, and our land is not. We're on sand.
We got a few elderberry trees, and they're doing pretty well. And they just need to be in the shade of other trees. So they're part of the forest edge here. We have them right at the edge, so we can access them easily, and they're there. And they're doing all right. I wouldn't say that it's that they necessarily love it, but they're able to they're able to perform here at least. But yeah, it's something more temperate, I guess. Well, no, grapes. I mean, it depends on the type of grapes. What grapes do we have here? It's not considered regular
Muscadine,
grapes.
Pigeon grapes.
Yeah.
And pigeon
those
grapes,
we would probably have better
one
luck here than standard grapes.
Called cat or something. It's a spicy grape. Yeah.
We only have wild grapes growing around here.
Well, these are
would be wild.
They're probably the same ones you have, Dutch. The summer grapes or the pigeon grapes.
They're incredibly sour.
I love sour things.
We like sour.
We have a super chat. 10 British pounds.
Oh my goodness.
Appreciate you guys.
Well.
My mate got a 12-hour X-Lock. He's like Nelson Mandela, so I'm still here supporting him. Thoughts and prayers for Wedge. Thoughts and prayers for the lad. Will do X Flavius for sure.
A 12-hour X lock. So he's locked out of using X, or I don't understand.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something serious. Sorry, guys.
Well, it is. I guess it is. I mean, it depends on what you do with your account and everything. It can be serious, but no, it's not life and death. Fortunately.
Oh my gosh.
I could be wrong. I just don't know.
Well, yeah, definitely. Just do regular chats there to follow up with some more information.
Please follow up with more info.
Yeah.
Let us know what you mean.
Definitely, we have a double Garibaldi on Plabs tonight.
Next round's on Mr. Garibaldi!
But is there anything, I mean, I never heard of Wedge, but, I mean, I'll take your word for it that somebody can utilize maybe, is there anything that people need to do, or is it just a 12-hour timeout and he'll be back to normal?
Tell us, Flavius. Come on. Type it in the chat.
Yeah, I
Don't make us wait like this.
Wedge, is he the guy that used to fly with Luke Skywalker?
Yeah.
Wedge.
I was going to
That's
say,
the only-
wasn't
that's
the
the only
wedge
wedge I
in
know.
Star
Yeah, there was a wedge.
Yeah, that's the only wedge I know.
Yeah.
I think Flavius is playing the game of let's keep four YouTube panel members in suspense.
Yes, that's what he's doing.
Well, anyway, I did post a YouTube link in the chat earlier. Unfortunately, it doesn't show up as a link. It's just the address. You don't have to make me a mod. It's fine. But that was the actual Graham Norton interview with Helen Mirren and Liam Neeson.
It's a cool love story. It's cute.
Yeah.
Well, for 4 years.
Yeah, it's too. Yeah. Things in Hollywood, they just.
Well, yeah, even though they were, well, I guess Hollywood in the British Isles.
Well,
yeah, I think that
the entertainment industry.
Yeah, and it seems they still get on just fine. So.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Have you hit 50 subs?
Not last check. Let me see.
Yeah, folks, Dutch is too shy, last I checked, of 50 subs. He wants, the reason why we're aiming for 50 right now is so he can start doing some streams. He is going to, well, I'll let him speak for himself, but the idea is he has a video that he's been working on, but he'd also like to stream, and you need 50 to stream.
Well, I needed to get to 50. 2 days ago, I had 48. And now I only have 50.
Oh,
I hit 50!
Yay!
Yay! Good.
I had you thinking I wasn't there, didn't I?
Cool beans.
No, I don't know. I knew there's only 2 away. So.
Next round's on Mr. Garibaldi!
Oh, Mr. Gradiente.
Some marriages do last. I mean, if I remember right, I think wasn't Liam Neeson married to Natasha Richardson for quite a while until she passed away a few years ago. So I think his marriage went again. And you look at I think Kevin Sorbo's been married to his wife since the days of Hercules.
Okay, folks, just so we follow up on Flav's thing, he says to read back. So if someone could do that for me, because with my vision, I'd be really slow at it. If we could look back on Flav's chats about Wedge. And while that happens, you can continue calling.
I was saying that I think it's a couple of marriages do last. I mean, as far as I'm aware, I think Michael Shanks is still married to Lexa Doig as well. So some of their marriages do seem to last for quite a while, I think.
Who is, well?
Michael Shanks from Stargate SG-1.
He played Daniel.
Oh, okay.
Lexa Doig was the robot and the ship and the hologram in Andromeda.
Ooh.
I'm looking back through everything X Flavius wrote. I'm not.
Can't find anything either, yeah. Flav. Tell us, Flav. What's going on?
The only question is if there's anything anyone can do. I mean, I know I have an X account, but Liza doesn't. But Dutch is there. Archer, well, Colin is semi on X.
Yeah, I'm on X what I remember.
Yeah, but he doesn't really check in. So, but I don't know these things. Like if it's a 12-hour lockout, I mean, it eventually ends, I guess. But yeah, I guess X, it has improved, but there's still times that I've had replies where I made a joke to like Jay Goodwin, and obviously no offense taken on either side. Because it's all in fun, and they limited my reach on it. But it was like the kind of joke that Goodwin would get and be fine with, but you got to worry about other people, and we don't like that sort of thing here.
No, he doesn't.
No, Goodwin told me to fight it, but I didn't bother. I was like, oh, whatever. It's just a reply, and them limiting a reach on one reply doesn't really matter to me.
Well, that's a guy. I had a guy today. He was having issue with a comment I made, and he said, "Yeah, you must be blind or retarded," and I said, "And you must be insane." To which he basically posted something saying, "I have a small ahem." Well, if you're gonna, I'm a guy. I have a small ahem.
Oh, okay.
And if you're gonna go ad hominem on me, okay, two can play at that game. I said, well, your mother didn't have any problem with it last night.
The things that happen on X.
I mean, if he's gonna go down that road.
Well, I mean, I'm not even sure who Wedge on X is. Maybe it's one creator that people do know. It's just I don't. But yeah, you're welcome to leave a link there, Flav, if you want people to go. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It sounds like it's just a 12-hour thing, but
Oh, guys, Flav says he's quote unquote taking the piss. So.
Oh. Okay.
Well,
see, it's hard for us to tell that when you just type in there. We're like, oh no. Oh,
we're about to have a telethon for Wedge. You should. I mean, with the name Wedge, you must think like, is this some? It's a Swapper's sock account, Wedge.
But thank you to everyone who has subscribed. I promise you'll start getting content.
Yeah,
I'm actually gonna have to go to Best Buy and get some get myself another a better light for this room and a better camera.
Well, when is you don't have to give a day, but do you think you'll get something out by the end of this week or next?
Yes, I'll definitely have something out by the end of this week.
End of this week. There we go. You hold them to it, chat. No, you got to do it. And after you get your first one, you get going. And then it gets a lot better because there's content coming. And then people, whether they react good or bad, whatever, reactions are what you want. And so that's good. Because I know you're starting with a premise, and then it's something that's probably not too controversial, but in this film talk and stuff, people do have debates. So if you get into that, let it go, let it flow. That'll just build you more and more.
Oh yeah. No, I'm expecting some pushback on what I say in the two main videos I'll be making, but streaming stuff I'll be able to do a little more. So,
all right.
Pushback's fine, and if you're putting your point of view on something, it's your point of view, and people will disagree with you, and question your. That's fine.
Yeah, the thing that hurts channels the most is when people just don't bother doing anything. No comments and stuff. Because that's what YouTube rewards is comments and stuff. Thanks, Gavin Unit. You're always there. And Dutch always gives a plethora of comments. Although, maybe you should narrow it down to as many as people can keep up with.
That's funny. That's
like 15 comments. I'm like, I'm not watching the video again to get back to these times.
Yeah. Well, that's why Boone always, asks people to comment after the stream as well. I think they can as well, don't they?
Yes, if you can, please do.
Yeah.
In which case, we should probably end this stream early enough for people to do that. Okay, last call for anything to say before we end the stream.
Not really.
Okay. Well, it looks like we are going to do.
You're right there, Flap.
We're going to be.
We're always wasted, Flap. We're always wasted wherever we go.
So, Robin of Sherwood would definitely be something after Monty Python, and I think we'll do Dragonheart at some point.
I am the last dragon.
Oh, I love that movie.
But the
Well,
Holy
that's a
Grail
good
will
one.
be next. And I think the Holy Grail, since it is a film, I remember last time it took us 4 weeks. So I think we'll do 4 weeks, although we won't have a medieval instrument competition. I think maybe we'll just sneak in a few recordings of interesting medieval stuff. Like maybe
because last time it was a music related stream, wasn't it, rather than a.
Yeah, but it'll be random stuff because we've rewatched that documentary, The Secrets of the Medieval Castle, and we might even put in some like recommendations, like how to make your own blue dye medieval stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
We'll just have little PSAs, little medieval PSAs.
Yes, Domine.
Dona Hayes Requiem. Oh, man. I needed to give myself room to go down to the lower note. All right. So I guess that's it. We're calling it an evening, folks. Thank you all for joining us. And we'll be seeing you next week to conclude Excalibur. After that,
we'll do Dragonheart, Scott. No worries.
Yeah, we're going to do Dragonheart. Oh, Scott requests it. Definitely, Scott. We'll get her done for you.
Yes.
Maybe after, it'll be after Monty Python. And then it could be before or after Robin. We got to touch on both. Remember, all the things we like, we want to do at some point. You know,
Babylon 5 on Sunday, of course.
Oh, yes, Babylon 5. I really am going to make it 2 episodes this time.
There all the honor lies, not horror.
Oh, it's honor?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where did I post horror?
You said it on the show the other night.
Yeah,
with,
and on the Eclectic Goat. Yeah.
Yeah, Eclectic Goat, yeah.
They're all the horror lies.
No, honor.
N's and R's can look similar.
Oh, I get it. Believe me, I get it. I wear glasses too. Trust me.
Yeah, you see, that's why you lose out by not being able to spell. If you'd left the U in honor, you wouldn't confuse it with horror.
Oh.
Because there's no U in horror.
Then it would be our. There the hour lies. But anyway, folks.
You would get over there.
Yeah, definitely, Scott. We're going to get that. I mean, Scott hit a winner with The Fifth Element.
Yeah. He's so damn you, the people who made you change your mind.
You guys hadn't seen The Fifth Element before Scott?
I had seen pieces of it before as like a TNT, TBS, film that was played at points. But wow. I never saw it straight through. But when I saw it straight through, I loved it. Yeah.
It's one of my favorite movies. I own it on VHS, DVD, metal box DVD.
Good grief.
Special edition DVD.
Oh my god.
Blu-ray.
Oh.
Boxed edition Blu-ray. I have like 10 different copies of The Fifth Element.
Big. Bada big boom.
Big bada boom.
Yeah.
Explosion, by the way, when Ruby counts to 10 was the largest, might still be possibly largest onset explosion ever, and it nearly set the entire stage on fire.
Well, there's one in it's Tora, I think, where people are literally running for their lives because they crash a remote controlled P-47. Being destroyed in the 70s, and they lose control of it. So when you see it in the film, you see people run away from it. They are literally running because the plane's supposed to crash. It's crashed out of control.
Wow. Of course, that was not on a set.
well, no, it's an outdoor set, but yeah, not an indoor set. Exactly. Yeah, fair point. But yeah, no, you said it because I was watching a review of it the other day, and fantastic film.
Yeah, Dragonheart. Yeah, I do like. So we are doing it. But anyway, folks, I guess that's it for tonight. So thank you all for coming, and we'll see you Sunday.
Good night, everyone.
Yep.
And forever hold your
Good night,
peace.
folks.